Flavor. Pause.
Hi everybody, it's Queen Angel here. Welcome to game. Double tap. Enjoy.
I wait to the sounds of gentle breakers. My skin is dry, crusted with white sand. My mouth is salty and dry.
My body clings to the hot sand beneath me. I am warm under an unrelenting sun.
I feel a coming drip, fill my heart. I survived the shipwreck, but
How? Who pulled me ashore? When will I be able to thank them?
better question, where did they go?
Survive alone, make the connection to go home. Survive alone, your pride is set. Survive alone, open your eyes to the path ahead. Survive alone,
This is hard.
survive alone.
You have no supplies but the clothes on your back. No ships, boats, or land in the distance. You are alone, the soothing sounds of the shore tell you that devil be slow and relentless. So you must strengthen your resolve to survive.
First, gather some wood to make a fire. Second, shave the wood to make kindling for the fire. Third, explore the area. Fourth, start a fire. Fifth, look for food. Sixth, make some base. Survive alone, make the connection to go home. Survive alone, your pride is set. Survive alone, open your eyes to the path ahead. Survive alone,
This is hard.
survive alone.
7. Improve my shelter. 8th, catch and kill a crab. Make a spear to snare fish. 10th, be careful not to become too hungry, thirsty, or tired. Night is falling, my little camp has grown a little. A fire roars at my feet. My stomach is full of crab and fish meat.
The ocean's breeze tells me it will get cold soon. Though I am full, my gut feels empty with my despair. Will I make it? Will I survive another day? Will my food run out? Will I be rescued? Is there someone watching me? Who knows?
Not I.
Survive alone, make the connection to go home. Survive alone, this island will not be my home. Survive alone, though my heart is sad. Survive alone, I won't give up. Survive alone.
I build my signal to help rescue ships. I search the tide pools for shellfish. I make a bigger bag to carry my stuff. I have my eyes on a fishing pole. Maybe in time, if I survive, I'll find a way home.
Survive alone, make the connection to go home. Survive alone, this island will not be my home. Survive alone, though my heart is sad. Survive alone, I will fight to survive alone. Survive alone.
I wake to the sounds of gentle breakers. My skin is dry, crusted with white sand. My mouth is salty and dry. My body clings to the hot sand beneath me. I am warm under an unrelenting sun. I feel a coming dread fill my heart. I survived the shipwreck, but how? Who pulled me ashore? When will I be able to thank them? Better question, where did they go? Survive alone, make the connection to go home. Survive alone, your plight is set. Survive alone, open your eyes to the path ahead. Survive alone, this is hard. Survive alone. You have no supplies but the clothes on your back. No ships, boats, So land in the distance, you are alone. The soothing sounds of the shore tell you that death will be slow and relentless. So you must strengthen your resolve to survive. First, gather some wood to make a fire. Second, shave the wood to make kindling for the fire. Third, explore the area. Fourth, start a fire. Fifth, look for food. Sixth, make some bait. Survive alone. Make the connection to go home. Survive alone. Your plight is set. Survive alone. Open your eyes to the path ahead. Survive alone. This is hard. Survive alone. Seventh, improve my shelter. Eighth, catch and kill a crab. Ninth, make a spear to snare fish. Tenth, be careful not to become too hungry, thirsty, or tired. Night has fallen, my little camp has grown a little. A fire roars at my feet. My stomach is full of crab and fish meat. The ocean's breeze tells me it will get cold soon. Though I am full, my gut feels empty with my despair. Will I make it? Will I survive another day? Will my food run out? Will I be rescued? Is there someone watching me? Who knows? Not I. Survive alone. Make the connection to go home. Survive alone. This island will not be my home. Survive alone. Though my heart is sad. Survive alone. I won't give up. Survive alone. I built my signal to help rescue ships. I search the tide pools for shellfish. I make a bigger bag to carry my stuff. I have my eyes on a fishing pole. Maybe in time, if I survive, I'll find a way home. Survive alone. Make the connection to go home. Survive alone. This island will not be my home. Survive alone. Though my heart is sad. Survive alone. I will fight to survive alone. Survive alone. Survive alone.
The creatures of night have fallen asleep, and it is time for the heroes of dawn to awake as they prepare their breakfast, their meals. They sharpen their weapons. They prepare their tools for the great battle ahead. Their eyes are cast toward the sky as the drizzle and rain comes down, but they shall not be deterred from fighting the good fight to protect the realm from evil. It is your turn again, Dawncaster. Will you arise and will you answer the call? Hey everybody, welcome back to Dawncaster. We are here for part 2 of the Scrappy Rogue. If you want to hear part 1, it is available on the channel in its own non-Nexus of Nightmare playlist. Thank you very much for joining me here today. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be here for a couple hours, so definitely sit back, relax, play me in the background, sleep to me, or do whatever you'd like to do, or take copious amounts of notes. But know this, you can find a link to the game in my description. Please rate the game 5 stars. The developer's name is Rick van der Waal, a genius. And you can go to their Discord community, which I strongly encourage every one of my subs, all 382 of you. Also, I am in the middle of a subscribe-a-thon, so if you'd like to help me, please subscribe to my channel. We want to get to 400 subscribers before the end of the year. And our ultimate goal is 500 subscribers so that we can open up membership. And I'll be able to offer you cool exclusive videos, streams, and specialized early peeks at videos that will be on my channel. You'll also get to hear news about my new channel coming in 2027. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. We had a lot of fun yesterday, so I have no reason to believe that we're not going to have a lot of fun today. Thank you to Queen Angel for technical support. She's been very much encouraging me this week. I've had a little trouble with my Discord, but Monarch is working on it. So please go to my community section. There's a recent link I just sent for my Discord. So if you're still having trouble, I will sort you out and get everything all set up. But please join my Discord. Join Dawncaster's Discord. They are a great bunch of folks. All right, let's go ahead and continue and get started. Our rogue hungers. I played a little bit last night. I love playing this game. The music is so beautiful. It's relaxing. I had a nice compliment about my headphones and my new microphone. Thank you. It's very sweet of you. Yes, the sound is very crunchy right now. We are looking good. We got it going on right now. Hopefully that continues. All right, let's go ahead and continue.
Press to continue. Press to continue.
Well, we followed Baldur into his domain because the domain that I usually go to is the Amber Core, but I didn't want to go to the Amber Core because it was infected by, synthesis problems. As I've told you before, synthesis is very difficult. And even though I have resistance to poison, I just didn't feel like dealing with some overpowered mobs, and they are tough. Anyway, though, difficulty, challenging modes are just really important. To me, the most important thing in a game is whether or not it's going to take all of your faculties to beat it, all of your skills. But instead we decided to follow Baldur, and though we're a little short on money, our deck is looking good. Now, the first thing I want to do here is check. I have some corruption issues because one of my cards was corrupted. I want to see if it's still in my deck. So
entering
let
player
me
gold
look.
38, player gold 38, player health 100, show deck, cards currently in deck 16, show character sheet, show deck, cards currently in flying carpet, neutral 3, activate, stop, weather high, cards, boots of speed, live wire, dex 1, activate, scrapnel,
I want to check my junkyard.
Dewire, grappler, junkyard, upgrades +1, dex 1, rummage, upgrades +1, dex 1, scrap, junkyard, upgrades +1, dex 1, start of turn, add 2 junk cards to your scrap pile, upgradable, starts in play location, rummage, set to blow, shift, view your scrap pile, view deck, view your scrap pile.
Okay, this is my scrap pile. I do recognize I am not using completely accurate terms. Somebody mentioned they were thinking that I got the terms for deck shuffles wrong. Actually, I'm using the correct terms. I've just truncated them because I don't want to make it about the shuffle. I just want to make it a characteristic of each of my VODs and the episodes. So I'm not giving you the full technical name of shuffles. I'm just giving you a truncated version of the shuffle name, okay? All right, let's see if that card... See, what it is I have a card and I use that discombobulator on it and it ruined my perfectly beautiful card. It's so annoying and it won't let me delete the card. So I'm hoping by visiting the priestess, I was able to get rid of the card out of my deck because it's just getting in my
Dex
way.
1, come get me. Dex 1, gain 1 evasion. Ambush, add 2 snares to the foe's deck. Reliable, unplayable, scrap, chain action, common, green, tooltips, reliable, the ambush, bloodlust, cascade, continuity,
See,
finale,
this is the
flanking,
card.
flow and frenzy conditions are
This
always
card
there.
has been
Reliable cards ignore
corrupted,
disabling conditions
and I
like
can't
chance.
get rid of
Stop,
it.
surge of dexterity, gain dex and conjure a basic attack. Figment, view your scrap pile.
Okay, yeah, I messed up. I used a discombobulator on one of my cards and it ruined the card. As I just said, I'm repeating myself. I wish there was a way to get rid of cards I've ruined. What I'm thinking I'm gonna do is get a cauldron and I'm gonna consume the card. It will make it cursed and I still won't be able to get rid of it, but at least it'll be an upgraded card. The problem is I don't know if this is a card I can consume with the cauldron. Anyway, it's my mission, and the problem is this card, it doesn't show up all the time because my scrap pile, sometimes it comes up. And again, this is my lack of experience with the scrap pile. I have a lot to learn. Anyway, let's get back to
close deck list. Close deck list. Show deck. Cards currently in deck 16.
Again, I'm a little confused about what the priest does with corruptions, because she made me pay 15 gold, and I don't think I got any bang for my buck. Like, I don't want to waste 15 gold. I don't have money like that. So
Show character
that's
sheet.
a little frustrating.
Use weapon power junk weapon. Talus Needler affected by time. Use web. Show character. Show deck. Talus Needler of use weapon power. Show character. Show deck. Player health 114.
Okay, I have 114 health. I think my max health is 125 to 130. We're doing fine. I have a little trouble in Baldur's Strange Dimension. There's a couple of enemies that I'm really afraid to fight because I don't have any slay cards. And as I told you before, it's really important to have slay cards. If you don't have slay cards, you can get wrecked, and you gotta be careful. So I'm a little concerned, because if I get into a fight with a very dangerous opponent who has some kind of weird self-repeating talent or deck kind of technique or mechanic, I may not be able to break them down and defeat them. Especially if they're one of those opponents who have some strange magical ability to reincarnate themselves over and over again. I've lost to that mechanic many times. And again, that's why I say you need to have at least one slay
Show deck.
card.
Show character. Use weapon power junk weapon activate to gain 2 health. Talus Needler affected by time warp stitches the threads of time.
Talus Needler to the Needler. We can
Alchemist
take
my
them
potions
on.
are
They're
at least
not too
47%
bad.
safe.
We don't have a lot of money, so I don't think we're going to be upgrading cards in our deck. One of the things I do when I play Dawncaster is to upgrade random cards to see what the possibilities of them turning into will be. It's a good way to find really amazing cards. The problem is upgrading cards is really only worth it if you're going from rare to legendary. I've found going from uncommon to rare kind of useless. But then again, let me know in the comments what your experiences are with upgrading cards. 35 gold is a lot of gold to expend on a card, when for 15 gold more, I can simply just upgrade all of my basic attacks with my Regor. I know I may be mispronouncing.
Shard of Legends, this timeless crystal surface echoes past events.
Now the Shard of Legends event, I really never have any luck with that. I know there's a trick. There's probably something I can unlock. Again, a lot of these little side events and events in general have a habit of unlocking specialty kind of like moments and events. My problem is I'm impatient and I don't want to deal with them unless I can get a really good return for the investment of time. But I'm gonna go there and deal with it, and again, the problem is you just have to keep
Area status.
trying
Time.
out.
Shard of Legends. This timeless shard of historic shard. You stare into the mirror like shard. Historic shard. You stare into the mirror like shard, and you feel as though you are looking backwards in time. The possibilities unravel behind you. Time slips between our fingers, but you can steal a glance of a single time if you concentrate deeply.
Okay, so this is part of the story. I never found it very interesting because number one, I don't get anything out of it. Now, if I was able to get like 15, 20 gold out of it, my greedy little self, my goblin greed would kick in and I'd be like, yeah, I'm down for this event.
Focus on the
I'm
spirit.
all about that gold.
Focus on the angelic figure. Focus on the demonic figure. Focus on the angelic figure. Historic shard. You see a lush green landscape stretch out before you. I've seen enough. Continue. Historic shard. Slowly, the feeling starts to grow into an excited madness. You know what you must do, and you are willing to make the sacrifices required of you. Moments later, darkness starts to envelop the vision, like ink dropping into a clear glass of water. Ellipsis. I've seen enough. Continue. I've seen it. Continue. Viola of the White Rose. Viola gasps. The betrayer. Ellipsis. She murmurs, narrowing her eyes. The one exception to the divine mercy of the goddess, she adds, turning away from the shard. Direct touch area. Viola of the White Rose. Viola gasps. Continue. Viola of the White Rose, let us get away from this place. Whatever magic these shards hold, they too will fall to the touch of corruption by the presence you felt there, rogue.
Yep, I guess we didn't get much out of it.
Leave.
Viola said,
Leave.
leave it.
Exploration. Area status. Time warp end of turn. Take 2 damage for each of your remaining energy. Then double your energy.
I like those events, but I'd like them to give more. But I'm greedy,
Settings.
so
Area Talus Needler affected by Time Warp Thought Shield Stitch. Campsite A brief respite from the Talus Mindweaver has aura. Thought Shield at the start of combat. Gain barrier equal to your health. Affected by Time Warp Thought Shield. Affected by Time Warp Thought Shield. Preserver of past memories.
Now the creatures in this dimension love barriers, they love magic, they love tricks. So the only thing I can tell you is try to memorize their techniques and then try to counter them. You can also prepare, but my thing is I can't really prepare for dimensions because the thing is I go to dimensions that are not corrupted by synthesis. And then sometimes I can't avoid the corruption. So that's how it goes. Let's go ahead and
Campsite Talus Needler affected by Time Warp Thought. Talus Needler. Enemy gains Thought Shield enchantment. Enemy gains Reweave enchantment. Enemy gains First Strike enchantment. Enemy gains 99 barrier stacks. You gain Stockpile enchantment. You gain Junkyard enchantment. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Anneal. You gain 3 burning stacks. Enemy gains Anneal enchantment. Your turn. Flying Carpet. Neutral 3. Activate. Gain evasion and reduce the cost of all cards in hand by 1. Deplete. Return Flying Carpet to your hand. 3 durability. Valuable. Persistent. Memorize magic equipment. Legendary. Brown. Tooltips. Valuable. This end turn.
I wonder if I should start trying to get some status element reduction cards into this deck. They would be so slow though, because I should just work on that. I'm gonna try to buy at least one card, because you know, getting rid of a burn effect could save you 30-40 hit points. Trust me, burns, they may be tiny at first, but every turn burn, it adds up. I am definitely going to start investing in cards that
cards currently in deck 9. End turn. Flying Carpet. Neutral 3. Activate. Gain evasion and reduce the cost of all cards in hand by 1. Deplete.
Okay, cool.
Return Flying Carpet to your hand. 3 durability. Valuable. Persistent. Memorize magic equipment. Legendary. Brown. Tooltips. Valuable. End turn.
Now, if you were here yesterday, you know that Flying Carpet is my main card. It's what lowers the cost of the cards in my hand. Followed by Boots of Speed, which lowers the card to the farthest left by 1. And that's how I run my deck. I try to blast my enemies down as hard as I can. And then I have a couple of tricky little effects that produce bleeds and slows. I've been wavering a bit whether I should inch into poison a bit. It's hit or miss right now for me. I love poison. When I used to play my Seeker and my Hunter, I used to blast poison. I mean, I would literally go crazy on poison decks. It just doesn't feel as effective because synthesis enemies don't give a crap about poison. Synthesis enemies are like, poison? That sounds like coffee to me. Let's go, bro. My coffee's almost over. The dream is almost over.
Flying Carpet. Neutral 3. Activate. Gain evasion and reduce the cost of all cards in hand by 1. Deplete. Return Flying. Flying Carpet.
Let's hear what's in my hand.
Deal 2 damage. Rummage. Upgrades plus. Weathered Hide. Dex 1. Grappler. Upgrades plus. Player enchantment. Time Warp end of turn. Take 2 damage for each of your remaining energy. Then double your energy.
Okay, we have a good starting hand because we've created a Flying Carpet. Our Flying Carpet has memory. And what memory does is when you start your game, it takes a card from your deck and brings it into your first hand, which means you have a good chance to start off well. So memory is a very powerful effect. You can purchase memory from Baldur. I think you can purchase memory also from other NPCs. You can also get memory from shrines, certain shrines. I'll try to remember which one gives memory, but it's this one figure. I can never quite remember who they are. But yeah, memory is really important. Also, what I tend to do as a pro tip is to put memory on my surge cards and my main attack card. In this case, my main utility card, which is Flying Carpet. It's a good way to get your energy up really fast. This deck tends to get tons of energy. I max energy in this deck a lot, and that's really important because what I'm looking to do in this deck, and the whole point of this deck, is to cycle through my deck as many times as I can on my own turn, blasting away at my enemy and overwhelming them with DPS. At the same time, I'm hoping not to use up much energy. And when my scrap cards come alive, I'm building up healing from it, I'm dealing bleeds, and I'm being very proactive with damage, as I mentioned. So that's kind of my whole deck. And I don't want my deck to get much more complicated than that. My fun, here's where I have fun. I have fun when I'm dealing with, what do they call it? The traps. There's a name for it. I just can't. I haven't had enough coffee, but I like putting cards in my opponent's deck. I like making their life miserable. Bard cards is one of my favorite enchantments, and it says that when my opponent plays a card that wasn't in their hand before the battle started, that they're going to take 2 to 3 poison damage, 2 to 3 bleed damage, and 2 to 3 or 1 to 2 slow damage, slow effect. When I mean damage, it's not damage, it's an effect. Technically, status elements are not damage. They will become damage if they're allowed to fester and incorporate them into the, as I incorporate them into my opponent's deck, they can really hurt my opponent. But there's nothing saying my opponent doesn't have protections against status elements. Many of your enemies are immune, so immunity grants you protection from many status elements, and many of your opponents have an effect that removes nasty things, so it's not a guarantee. So keep that in mind. Status elements are not damage. They're something that can cause damage, promote damage, improve damage, but they're not guaranteed damage. And that's just my little pro tip here. Again, if you are looking for precise, correct, and perfect pro tips, please join the Dawncaster Discord community. Rick van der Wal is the developer, and he is a genius. All right, let's go ahead and get started.
Player status: Junkyard 2 stack, start of turn. Flying carpet. Neutral
Let's get
3.
our
Shift. Deal 2 damage.
flying carpet up.
Inflict 2 bleeding and gain dex. Sinister melee action. Common.
And
Rummage.
let's lower the
Weather
cost of
grappler.
every card in my hand.
Player equipment. Flying carpet 3 stacks. You gained 1 evasion stacks.
Plus, flying carpet gives me 1 point of evasion, which is useful. I don't run blocks in this deck. I remove them right away. Blocks are too slow. They don't help me as much. They're very one-dimensional, so that's why I don't use blocks. I prefer evasion
Shift.
for
Deal 2
my
damage.
rogue
On hit.
decks.
Inflict 2 bleeding and gain dex. Sinister melee action. Common. Green. Tooltips. Sinister. Sinister. End turn.
Shift or Shiv, depending on how voiceover pronounces. It's a good card. It has no cost, and if I hit with it, I cost bleeds and I get a point of dexterity. So it's one of my favorite cards.
Shift. Deal 2. Enemy has blocked this attack. Rummage. Upgrades +1. Scavenge 2. Upgradable.
And
Charges.
he's got
3/3 action. Common. Green.
Again,
Tooltips.
it's a waste because he's got a ton of barrier.
Upgrades +1. Scavenge 2. Upgradable. You heal 1 health. You heal 1 health. Weathered Hide. This combat. Whenever you play or discard a junk card. Gain. End turn. Direct touch area. End turn. Weathered Hide. You gain Weathered Hide enchantment. Grappler. Upgrades +8. Deal. End turn.
Now, I try to get my enchantments up early in the fight. That's really important. I will never be able to afford to pay for all these enchantments to become permanent with Baldur. They're just too expensive. And every time you use or you pay for an enchantment, the price goes up by 50 gold. So unless you are a very profitable adventure, unless you're doing a lot of profiting as an adventurer, it's going to get really tricky to afford permanent enchantments. What I've just found the most effective and cost-effective method for them is just to utilize them in combat. Just reduce their costs and put them in place. I know it's not as fast as having them automatically in place, but again, you're going to appreciate having that money to upgrade your basic attacks.
Grappler. Upgrades +8. Deal star 11. Enemy has blocked this attack. Shell box. Neutral 2. 1 use. Delvin
Now
ammo
I've got
card.
to
Persistent.
drop
Untempered junk
this
item.
barrier.
End turn. Shell box. Neutral 2. 1 use. Delvin ammo card. Persistent. Untempered. End turn. Show deck. Player health. Show care. Player energy.
I got no energy. I got a shell box. I don't worry about expensive cards because this deck is really good with the flying carpet and with the the boot. I can lower. I just call it the boot. With
Show
the boot, I
sheet.
can pretty much lower its cost.
Player health 1. Show deck. End turn. Shell box. Entrapment. Dex 1. Add 3 snares to your foe's deck. Synergy. Add another snare. Persistent. Unique. Scrap action. Uncommon. Green. Tooltips. Shell box. End turn.
Now, entrapment comes out of my scrap pile. Don't ask me why these things do what they do. You're going to have to just play the game yourself. I am not an expert, but I do know from experience that some of my scrap cards do come out when I activate Grappler. It's random, and there's probably a much more efficient way to interact with my scrap pile. But let me figure it out for myself. No spoilers.
Player health 100. Show character sheet. Player energy. Player energy. Show character. Player health. Show deck. End turn. You take 3 damage. Enemy turn. Enemy playing card. Double threat. You block the damage. You take 5 damage. You gain 5 bleeding stacks. Your turn.
Well, he or she's gonna like hit me with more bleed than I'm doing. It's insane. Again, their barrier is really frustrating to deal with, but I'll break it down.
Neutral 2. Entrapment. Dex 1. Add 3 snares. Barbed snares. Neutral 1. This combat. When you're Dewire. Discard a card. Add set to blow. Dex 1. Discard a card. Conjure a number of bombs equal to its energy cost action. Common. Green. Tooltips. Discard. Removes a card from the hand. Bomb. Deal. Damage 20 damage. Ready after. Cost this card. Turns or. Cost this card. Uses of charge cards. Interrupt.
When I'm quiet, I'm letting voiceover read the card's description because honestly, I would never be able to repeat that whole thing. It would slow every episode down. So that's why I'm not reading the card's description. Number one, I'm blind, and I would have to pre-write out the cards. I would have to listen to it and repeat it. That would take too long. Again, I would bore you to death if I read cards. It would sound great, but what I try to do is paraphrase cards in my own words. So in this particular deck, bombs are great for breaking down barriers. But what I need to do is I need to get a few more things in place to fight this guy. This is going to be a long fight.
Activate to gain 1 haste and reduce the cost of the leftmost. Live wire. Dex 1.
There's boots of
Player
speed.
equipment. Flying carpet 2 stacks activate. Gain evasion and reduce the cost of all cards in hand by 1. Deplete. Return flying carpet to your hand.
My strategy here will be, I'm going to try to get as many snares into his deck because snares bypass barrier. Snares also, their damage is something, their damage is a certain kind of damage that bypasses enemies' protection. Again, not enough coffee. But let's go ahead and use flying carpet. And after flying carpet, we'll put our boots into our equipment slots. And then we're going to turn that shell casing into snares. And then from there, just start
Player
wearing them
equipment.
down.
Flying carpet 2 stacks. You gained 1 evasion stacks. Shell box. Neutral 1. Entrapment. Add 3 snares to your foe's deck. Synergy. Add another snare. Persistent. Unique. Scrap action. Uncommon. Green. Shell box. Neutral 1 use. Delve an ammo card. Persistent. Entrapment. Barbed snares. This combat. When your foe plays a card that was not in their deck when combat you gain barbed snares enchantment. Dewire. Discard a card. Add snare. Set to blow. Discard a card. Conjure a number of bombs equal to its energy cost action. Common. Green. Tooltips. Discard. Removes a card from the hand. Boots of speed. Activate to gain 1 haste. Live wire. Activate. Add a snare to your foe's deck and upgrade all snare. Player affliction. Bleeding force. Player blessing. Evasion 1 stack. Player equipment. Flying carpet 1 stacks act. Player equipment. Boots of speed 3 stacks activate. You gain 1 haste stacks.
Let's use our boots of speed. Now I only get boots of speed for 3 uses. Now I'm hoping I find leg splints. Sprint, leg splints. Leg splints is a great item card, equipment card. It lets me reactivate my cards multiple times during a turn. It's one of my absolute favorite cards. It really works well in almost any deck where you use at least a minimum of 1 or 2 pieces of equipment. I would say 3 pieces of equipment makes it really effective. So Splint is great in an Aegis deck. Aegis, whatever you want to call it. I love Aegis decks because it's one of my favorite new Knight decks. It has its weaknesses, but it's got a lot of strengths.
Boots of speed 2 stacks activate to get player enchantment. Time warp end of turn. Shell box. 1 use. Delve an ammo card. Persistent. Untempered junk item. Select card. Deadeye rounds.
Let's
Dex
get an ammo
STR1.
card.
Your next 2 ranged actions deal extra damage equal to the previous damage. Start of turn. Reload action. You gain Deadeye rounds enchantment.
Let's do that. Deadeye rounds is pretty good. It means what Deadeye rounds does is, say I hit you for 10 damage. The next range attack will also hit you for a certain amount of damage depending on the card and how many upgrades it has and what effects it's under. It will take the damage from the previous ranged attack and add it to the new ranged attack. So Deadeye is a great shell effect. It can really help burn through an
Discard a
enemy's
card.
defense.
Add snares to set to blow. Discard a card. Conjure a number of bombs equal to its energy cost action. Common. Green. Tooltips. Discard. Removes a card from the hand. Bomb. Deal. Damage 20. Live wire. Activate. Add a snare to your foe's deck and player affliction. Burning 3 stacks at the end of the turn. Live wire. Activate. Add a snare to your foe's deck and upgrade all snares by this card's durability. Durability increases for every card scavenged. And set to blow.
Let's get
Discard a
live
card.
wire
Conjure a
up.
number of bombs equal to its energy. Player
Live
status.
wire
Deadeye rounds
is
2
gonna
stacks your
keep
next 2 range.
adding-
Player affliction. Burning 3 stacks at the player affliction. Bleeding 4 stacks when player blessing. Evasion 1 stack. Player blessing. Haste 1 stacks reduced. Player equipment. Flying carpet 1 stack. Player equipment. Boots of speed 2 stack. Player equipment. Live wire 3 stacks. Added snare to enemy deck.
Livewire is going to add snares to my opponent's deck, and it's also going to upgrade those snares. The amount it upgrades is by the amount of remaining durability on the equipment. I hope that makes sense. So in other words, the more durability on this equipment, the more the upgrade amount will be. Now, snares automatically upgrade themselves when they're played in sequence or consecutively. So the first snare, let's just give you a small, just like appropriate example. So if a snare activates in my opponent's deck, let's just keep it at a very minimum mathematical equation here. You'll do 1 damage. That's as simple as it gets, right? Now, if another snare activates consecutively because it's in my opponent's deck, it will do 2 damage. And then that amount, I do believe, will double to 4 damage, 8, and so on. So say you're running a snare deck, you can actually do a huge amount of damage if you're able to get 4 or 5 consecutive snares into your opponent. And there are tons of cards that make that possible. So snare decks are great. I've talked about it before. I talked about it yesterday. I love them. Unfortunately, they're still not strong enough to really beat anybody. I would love if we could get more snare cards, but of course I'm too lazy to make a community card submission. Oh, you didn't know? Rick Vanderwall understands that people like certain cards. So there's community card contests that you can participate in the Discord community of Dawncaster. And you can submit a card and people will vote on it. And if they like it enough, that card will be in the game. So don't be lazy like me. Submit your cards.
Player enchantment. Time warp end of turn. Entrapment. Add 4 snares to your foe's deck. Synergy. Add another snare. End turn.
Now, there's one bad thing about this particular realm. The energy I leave behind is going to hit me for damage. But the good thing is when it does, it also doubles my energy. But the damage kind of gets annoying. And a lot of your opponents will lock you down into that damage. So you'll have a bunch of energy, but guess what? You're going to lose cards and it's going to keep burning you for that damage. Again, effects based on energy are really problematic.
Show deck.
So
Player
let's see how
health.
much
Show
energy we
player
have.
energy. Dex. 3.
So I'm going to take 3 points of damage when I end this turn. And the bad thing is I don't use up much energy in this deck. This is kind of like a zero cost card deck of types. So it's meant to be incredibly strong with DPS and low energy cost. So my high energy cards, I'm really able to discard them because I have effects that make discarding cards very profitable for me.
Player energy. Dex.
Fortuitous
Show
for me.
player health. Show deck. End turn. Entrapment. Add 4 snares to your dewire. Discard a card. Add snares. Set to blow. Discard a card. Conjure a number of bombs equal to its player status. Deadeye rounds 2 stacks your next 2 ranged actions. Deal extra. Entrap. Player energy.
I'm going to
Show
take 3
player
damage.
health. Show deck. End turn. You take 3 damage. You take 6 damage. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Double thread. You block the damage. You take 5 damage. You take 4 damage. Anneal. You gain 3 burning stacks. Enemy gains anneal enchantment. Your turn.
Yeah, it's so
I've
bad.
reached my maximum energy.
My fire... He is hitting me with fire damage. So I'm burning every turn. And he's also hitting me with energy damage because of my remaining energy. So he's getting almost 10 damage a turn. So I'm not going to live long. And he's got barrier up. So this is a perfect enemy. This enemy has a perfect setup. And he plays his deck very well. I don't know if I'm going to break through. My deck is a little bit of a slow burn a bit. It's supposed to be fast, but unfortunately, sometimes it isn't. And here's the thing. If your opponent can destroy your cards, well, just not destroy, but burn them, remove them from this combat, then I'm losing DPS. So that's kind of means you're done. There's not a lot of ways
Show
back
deck.
from that.
Cards
but
currently
we'll
in
see
deck
what
4.
we can do.
End turn. Entrapment. Add 4 snares to your foe's deck. Grappler. Upgrades +6. Deal star 9 star damage. On hit. Scavenge 1 range base. Scrapnel. Dex 1. This Grappler. Upgrades +6. Tick and gift. Dex 1. Add a scrap trap to your rummage. Upgrades +1. Dex 1. Player status. Deadeye rounds 2 stacks your next 2 ranged actions. Deal extra damage equal to the previous damage. Start of turn. Reload.
I shouldn't even use my flying carpet because I don't have an energy issue.
Player
I'm
affliction.
gonna do
Player
it
affliction.
anyway.
Player equipment. Flying carpet. Player equipment. Boots of speed 2 stacks activate to gain 1. Player equipment. Live wire 2 stacks activate. Add a snare to enemy deck. Player equipment. Boots of speed 2 stack. Player equipment. Flying carpet 1 stacks activate. Gain evasion. You gained 1 evasion stacks.
At least my
Player
flying
blessing.
carpet
Player
will use
affliction.
up some of
Bleeding.
my
Player
energy.
affliction. Flying carpet. Ent. Rummage. Upgrades +1. Player energy. Dex 5. Show
At
character
5
sheet.
energy, I
Player
need to
health.
use
Not.
all
Show
that
deck.
up.
End turn. Entrapment. Add 4 snares to your grappler. Upgrades +6. Enemy has blocked this attack. Scrapnel. This combat. Whenever you entrap. Scrapnel. This combat. Whenever you add a junk card to your hand. Inflict bleed. You gain scrapnel enchantment. Grappler. Upgrades +6.
Get
Deal
this
star 9 star damage.
scrapnel.
On hit. Scavenge 1. Reliable range basic attack. Entrapment.
Scrapnel
Grappler.
does
Upgrades
bleed.
+6. Enemy has blocked this attack. Tick and give. Add a scrap trap to entrapment. Tick and give. Add a scrap trap to enemy deck. Rummage.
Tick and give.
Upgrades +1. Entrapment.
Adds
Rummage.
a snare.
Upgrades +1. Enemy gain 2 bleeding
Type of
stacks.
snare.
Enemy gain 3 bleeding stacks.
Okay, these bleeds are going to help. Problem is, I'm not able to hurt this person yet because of
Show
their
deck. End turn.
barrier.
Show deck. Cards currently in deck 4. Player health 92. Player health 92. Show deck. End turn. Entrapment. Enter. Show deck. Player health. Show carry. Player energy. Dex 5.
It's gonna. Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna die because I can't get rid of my energy fast enough. So why do I keep reducing the energy cost when I need to get rid of the energy? So
Show character
difficult to
sheet.
beat this guy.
Player energy. Dex. Player energy. Dex. Show character. Player health 92. Show deck. Card. End turn. Entrapment. Added snare to enemy deck. Added snare to enemy deck.
Just use
Added
my
snare to enemy deck. Added snare to enemy deck. Added snare to enemy deck. Added snare to enemy deck. Shell box. Neutral 2. 1 use. Delve an ammo card. Persistent. Untempered junk item.
Cool,
End
we got
turn.
a shell box.
Shell box.
Good, let's
Neutral
use
2.
that.
Select card. Flat
Let's
tip ammo.
use up
Neutral
energy.
1. Your next 3 ranged actions inflict stagger
Flat
equal to your
tip
damage action.
ammo.
Uncommon. Red. Tooltips. Stagger. Affliction. At the start of your turn. Take damage equal to half your flash ammo.
Stagger
Neutral
is
1.
really
Your next
good.
3 ranged actions inflict 2 shot on hit action.
Flash
Rare.
ammo
Red. Tooltips. Dark steel ammo.
dazes my
Neutral
opponent.
1. Your next 3 ranged actions deal additional damage equal to your armor. 0 action. Uncommon. Red. Tooltips.
And dark does that type of bullet does ammo does damage based on my armor. I don't use much armor, so that type of ammo or bullet is not very useful. Now, I tend to like the fire, the hollow tip, and or the other
Flash
one
ammo.
that builds up
flat tipped ammo.
damage.
Neutral 1. You gain 2 resilience
I'm
stats.
gonna go
You
for
gain flat
flat
tipped ammo
tip.
enchantment.
The good thing about stagger, it doesn't care if you have a barrier. It bypasses it, so it's really effective against enemies like this. So if I can just keep pounding
Enter.
them before
Tick and give.
it kills
Dex
me.
1. Add a scrap trap to your foe's deck. Add a scrap trap to enemy deck. Rations.
Oh, good.
Neutral 3. 1 use. Create
Good.
3 ingredients. Persistent. Untempered junk item. Common. Brown. Tooltip. End turn. Rations. Neutral 3. 1 use. Create 3 player enchantment.
Oh,
Scrap
good. I'm
rations.
using up my energy.
I don't have enough energy to play this card.
Good. Oh, I actually don't even have enough energy to use that. So let's go ahead and use my
Player enchantment.
my,
Player status.
my
Flat tipped.
boot.
Player affliction. Burning 6. Player affliction. Bleeding 3 stacks when dealt. Player blessing. Evasion 1 stacks. Player blessing. Resilience 2. Player equipment. Boots of speed 2 stacks activate to gain 1. You gained 1 haste stacks.
Okay, that boots of speed is going to reduce the cost of that card, and that's why I have boots of speed in my deck, because it's going to lower the cost of the card to the far left
Rations.
by
Neutral
1.
2. 1 use. Player blessing. Resilience 2. You gain 2 resilience stacks.
And that's good. And if you noticed, there's an after effect that happens whenever I utilize a scrap card or something. Basically, I'm not giving you the exact terminology correctly. Swing by Dawncaster's Discord community. They'll tell you the exact reason. But when I discard a card, I get resilience. And what resilience does is lower the damage based on how much resilience you have, and then it reduces resilience by 1. That's a crude definition of what resilience is. Read the codex in the app, the game, and you'll get a much more
Player blessing.
perfect
Player blessing. Resilience.
definition.
Player affliction. Player affliction. Player status. Player enchantment. Sharp leaves. Salty femur. End turn. Show deck. Player health 92. Show character sheet. Player energy.
Okay, good. We're not going to take damage from our energy leftovers. But what we are going to take damage from is the huge amount of flame damage
Show
this
character sheet.
jerk
Player
is
health
putting
90.
on
Show
us.
deck. End turn. Salty femur. 1 use. Gain 2 armor. You gain cooking enchantment. You
Let's
gain 2
get
armor
our
stacks.
armor.
You gain 1 sated stacks.
Armor up.
Sharp leaves. 1. And you gain 1 sated stacks. Sharp leaves.
Yeah, let's
1
get a
use.
bleed
Player
effect.
blessing. Resilient. Sharp leaves. 1 use. Enemy gains deep wound enchantment. 1. Ellipsis.
Oh, we got 2
You gain 1
sharp
sated
leaves.
stacks. End turn.
Ooh, he got... Okay, so there's a special kind of bleed that occurs, I would say, 5% of the time when you activate a bleed. and it's a permanent bleed effect. It's like a wound, like you dug your blades or effects deep into their body. And what it does is every beginning of their turn, they take a bleed damage. And it also interacts with their other bleeds. That's the crude definition of it. But Deep Wounds is a kind of deck I used to run with my warrior deck a long time ago. Many moons ago, I ran a bleed deck, and it was nasty. I could crunch, and there's a special effect. Excuse me. I'm using my voice a lot today. There's a special effect that occurs if your opponent is inflicted with 5 deep wounds. It instantly kills them. I've never pulled it off. I'm sure it's an achievement, but I've gotten close.
Player blessing. Resilience 4 stacks when dealt. End turn. Show deck. Cards currently in deck 4. End turn. Player blessing. Resilience 4 stacks when dealt damage. End turn. Show deck. End turn. You take 6 damage. Enemy turn. Enemy gained 1 bleeding stacks. Enemy playing cards. Double thread. You block the damage. You take 5 damage. You take 3 damage. You gain 5 bleeding stacks. Smear. You heal 2 health. Enemy takes 4 damage. 95 left. Enemy gained 3 bleeding stacks. Enemy gained 1 slow stacks. Your turn. End turn.
So you heard the Bard cards is popping off. That's hurting him because he's using cards that weren't in his deck originally, and that's because of my my particular traps inside. He's still got me over a barrel. He's got me with fire damage, DLTs, and he's got me having to use up all my energy, so I don't have any of the advantages of being prepared. And my deck doesn't use much energy, so I have again another disadvantage. And on top of all that, he's increasing the fire damage DLT over time. So
player health, show character, player energy, deck, show player health 80.
I've got 80 health, so I'm still okay, but it's not looking good.
End turn.
So
Chip. Deal 2 damage. On hit. Inflict 2 bleeding and Dewire. Discard a card. Add snares to your set to blow. Discard a card. Conjure a number. Grappler. Upgrades +8. Neutral 1. Deal star 11 star damage. On hit. Scavenge 1 range basic. Rummage. Upgrades +1. Dex. Player blessing. Resilience 4 stacks when dealt damage. Take 1 less damage per stack of resilience.
Hit him with
direct grappler.
grappler.
Enemy has blocked this attack. Rummage. Upgrades +1. Dex 1. Player blessing. Resilience 4 stacks when dealt. Rummage. Upgrades +1. Dex 1. Scavenge 2. Set to blow.
Yeah, it's not
Discard a
doing
card.
much good.
Conjure a number of bombs equal to its energy. Dewire. Set to blow. Discard a card. Conjure a number of. Select card. Shift. Deal 2 damage. On hit. Inflict 2. Dewire. Discard a card. Add snares. Rummage. Upgrades +1. Dex 1. Scavenge 2. Conjure. Bomb.
Let's get rid of that. Well, at least we get a bomb. Bombs are the really best way to break
Dex,
these
2.
barriers down.
Show character
I got
sheet.
2
Player
energy
health
left. I
80.
need to
Show
use
deck.
it.
End turn. Shift. Deal 2. Enemy has blocked this attack. Dewire. Discard a card. Add snares to your bomb. Upgrades +3. Neutral 3. Deal star 23 star damage. Ready after 3 turns or 3 uses of charge cards. Interrupt. Persistent ranged action. Uncommon.
Okay,
Ground.
I'm not
Tooltips.
going
1
to
use. This
throw
card will
the
be permanently
bomb
removed
into
from
the
your deck
trash
after playing
can
it.
because
Persistent. Cards with persistent don't get. Player blessing.
wanna use it
Resilience
to
4
break
stacks
the
when dealt
barrier.
damage. Take 1 less. Player enchantment. Scrapnel this combat. Whenever you add a junk card to your hand, inflict bleeding equal to its cost.
I'm gonna
Player
lower
status.
that
Flat tip ammo
bomb's
2 Player
cost.
affliction. Burning 6 stacks at the end of the turn. Dewire. Discard a card. Add snares to your foe's deck equal to the card's
Let me
cost
get
action.
rid of
Common.
Dewire.
Green. Bomb. Player
Oh, I
blessing.
can't.
Resilience 4 stacks when dealt damage. Take 1. Player enchantment.
No, I can't
Scrapnel this
get rid of
player
that
status.
card.
Flat tipped ammo 2. Player affliction. Burning 6 stacks at the end of the player affliction. Bleeding 7 stacks when dealt. Player equipment. Boots of speed 1 stacks activate to gain 1 haste and reduce. Player equipment. Live wire 3 stacks activate. Added snare to enemy deck. Player equipment.
put a
Flying
snare
carpet
in
3
his
stacks
deck.
activate. Gain evasion and reduce the. You gained 1 evasion stacks.
I may use flying carpet. At least with flying carpet, I can reduce the cost of the bomb. Remember, flying carpet will reduce the cost of bombs as well. So bombs tick down. So the way the mechanic for bombs works is that when you summon a bomb out of thin air, the bomb has a certain number of turns it needs to wait before it can be thrown at your opponent. But what flying carpet does is reduce that waiting time by 1 turn each use. So it's kind of a great way to make sure that your bombs pop off sooner. And I want to throw as many bombs as possible. But the other bad thing about my deck is I have cards that have no cost. A lot of the cards in my deck have 0 cost. So
Player
we're
equipment.
kind
Player
of
blessing. Player blessing. Player affliction. Player status. Player enchantment. Bomb. Dewire. End turn. Show deck. Player health 80. Show player energy. Dex 2.
We're going to take 2 damage, unfortunately, because I have no more cards that I can
Show character sheet.
use
Player
up my
health
energy
80.
for.
Show deck. End turn. Dewire. Bomb. Up. Player enchantment. Scrap. Bomb. Dewire. End turn. You take 6 damage. You take 4 damage. Enemy turn.
And I need to
Enemy
break
gain 1
that
bleeding
barrier.
stacks. Enemy playing cards. Double thread. You block the damage. You take 5 damage. You take 7 damage. Your turn.
Yeah, we're so dead.
Bomb.
We're just losing
Grappler.
so much
Upgrades
health.
Bomb. Upgrades +3. Neutral 2. Deal star 23 star damage. Ready after. Grappler.
Okay, I'm gonna
Upgrades
lower that
+6.
bomb's
Neutral
cost.
1. Deal star. Grappler. Upgrades +6. Tick and give. Dex 1. Add a scrap trap to your foe's deck. Rummage. Upgrades +1. Dex 1. Set to blow. Dex 1. Discard a card. Conjure a number of bombs equal to its energy. Player enchantment. Scrapnel this combat. Set to blow. Dex 1.
I'm going to use
Discard a
that
card.
set
Conjure
to
a number of bombs
blow.
equal to its energy
That's
cost
going to
action.
be really
Common.
important.
Green. Tooltips. Discard. Removes a card from the hand. Bomb. Deal. Damage. Player
I'm gonna
player
reduce
status.
the
Flat
bomb
ammo.
cost.
Player enchantment. Scrapnel. Player affliction. Burning 6. Player affliction. Player blessing. Player equipment. Boots of speed 1. Player equipment. Boots of speed 1. You gain 1 haste stacks. Bomb.
Boots of
Upgrades
speed.
+3. Neutral 1. Grappler. Upgrades +6. Neutral 1. Deal star 9 star damage. Enemy has blocked this attack. Grappler.
That's grappler.
Upgrades +6. Bomb. Grappler.
Gotta get his
Upgrades.
shield
Enemy
down.
has blocked this attack. Tick and give. Dex 1. Add a scrap trap to your foe's deck. Return this to your hand. Bomb. End turn. Show deck. Player health. Show character. Player energy. Dex 5.
So I have 5 energy. This is going to be very
Show
bad
characters.
because
Player
I
health
have
50.
too much
Direct end
energy.
turn. Bomb. Upgrades +3. Tick and give. Dex 1. Add a scrap trap. Added scrap trap to enemy deck. Rummage. Upgrades +1. Dex 1. Scavenge 2. You heal 1 health. You heal 1 health. Enemy gain 2 bleeding stacks. Enemy gain 2 bleeding stacks.
At least
Bandages.
my bleeds
Neutral
are
2.
coming
1 use.
through.
Gain 6 health. Shell box. Neutral
Ooh,
2.
good,
1 use.
good.
Delve an ammo card. Persistent. Untempered junk
Good,
item.
I got
Common.
some
Player
high
energy.
cost
Dex
cards.
3.
See, I have some high energy cost
Show
cards,
character
so I
sheet.
can
Player
use
health
up
60.
my energy.
Show character. Player health. Show deck. Enter. Bomb. Set to blow. Dex 1. Discard a card. Conjure a number of bombs equal to its energy cost action. Common. Green. Select card. Bomb.
Let's
Upgrades.
set the blow.
Bandages. Neutral 2. 1. Shell box. Neutral 2. 1 use. Delvin. You gain 2 resilience stacks. Conjure.
Let's
Bomb.
turn the shell box into bombs. See, that's what I love.
Player
Getting
energy.
bombs
Dex
is
2.
really cool.
Show character. Player health. Show deck. End turn. Bomb. Upgrades +3. Deal star 23 star damage. Ready after 0 turns or 0 uses of charge cards. Interrupt. Persistent ranged action.
Oh, good.
Uncommon.
I got a
Bomb.
bomb.
End turn.
So there's a weird effect that when you bring bombs in, sometimes you reduce the ticking down time, or basically the fuse of the bomb that's already in play. And boy, that's a gorgeous, wonderful thing to happen. So one of my bombs is ready, but let's get
Enter.
everything else ready
Bomb.
for it.
Upgrades +3. Bandages. Neutral 2. 1. Bomb. Upgrades +3. Neutral 3. Deal star. Bomb. Upgrades +3. Neutral 3. Deal star 23 star damage. Ready after 3 turns or 3 uses of charge
I'm gonna
cards.
try to
Interrupt.
lower
Resistant
these,
ranged action. Uncommon. Brown.
but
Tooltips.
first,
1 use. Bomb. Bandages.
I'm gonna
Neutral.
use
Bomb.
my
You heal 6
bandage.
health. You gain 2 resilience stacks.
That's going to give me resilience, and that's going to heal me for 6. So because we
Bomb.
want our energy
Enter.
as
Show
well
deck.
as possible.
Cards currently in deck. Player health 6. Show character. Player energy.
Okay, good. We have no more energy, so we won't take the burn or DLT damage from the realm's effect. So now what I'm going to do is I use my flying carpet to lower the cost on
Show
those
character
other
sheet.
2 bombs
Player
I
health
just
6.
created.
Direct end turn. Bomb. Upgrade. Bomb. Bomb. Upgrade. Player affliction. Burning 6 stacks at the end of the turn. Player affliction. Bleeding 6 stacks when dealt. Player blessing. Resilience 7 stacks when dealt damage. Player equipment. Live wire 4 stacks activate. Add a snare to your foe's deck and upgrade all snares by this. Added snare to enemy deck.
And let's put another
Player equipment.
snare
Flying
in my
carpet 2 stacks
opponent's deck.
activate. You gain 1 evasion stacks.
Let's activate flying carpet. I don't really need to worry about evasion because nothing he's doing is a direct attack. This is more of a mage. So that's the bad thing.
Player
Evasion
equipment.
doesn't
Flying
really
carpet 1
help
stacks
me.
activate. Gain evasion and reduce the cost of all cards in hand by 1. Deplete. Player enchantment. Time warp end of turn. Take 2 damage for each of your bomb. Upgrades
me.
+3. Deal star 23. Enemy has blocked this attack.
Let's hit with this bomb.
Upgrades +3. Neutral 2. Deal star 23 star damage. Ready after 3 turns or 3 uses of charge cards. Interrupt.
I'm
End turn.
breaking his
Bomb.
barrier
Upgrades
down, I hope.
Bomb. Upgrades +3. Neutral 2. Deal star 23 star. Player affliction.
Let's see how
Burning
much
6 stacks
barrier
at the
he
end of the
has.
turn. Take 1 damage per stack of burning. Player affliction. Bleeding 6 stacks. Player blessing. Resilience. Player blessing. Evasion. Area status. Time. Enemy name Talus Needler. Enemy health 95. Enemy energy 0. Enemy hand attack. Attack. Curse. Enemy description stitches the threads of time. A floating. Otherworldly humanoid. Purple body. Golden lower extremities. Egg-shaped head. No face but a dark void where a mouth would be. Multiple arms in dynamic poses. Dark ribbons swirl around it. Gold light pours from the chest. Doesn't quite belong to this dimension.
He sounds like a cultivator
Press for
from
detailed
a
enemy
different
information.
dimension.
Enemy health 95. Enemy energy 0. Enemy hand attack. Attack. Curse. Enemy description stitches the threads of time. A floating. Enemy enchantment. Thought shield at the start of combat. Gain barrier equal to your health.
Maybe I'll never be able to break through because if he's continuing to
Enemy
gain
enchantment.
barrier, I
Remove
don't think I
95
can
stacks
beat
at the
him.
start of every even turn. Return to the life total you were at the end of last turn.
Oh god, he keeps returning his health back. Oh, this is another one of those enemies that's really hard to beat.
Enemy enchantment. First
might
strike
be
this
how I
creature attacks
lose.
first in combat. Enemy blessing. Barrier 14 stacks when dealt damage. Take 1 less damage per stack of barrier. Barrier does not
Okay,
fade and
he's
can be
only
dispelled.
got 14 barrier. If I plan it right, I can break that barrier down with a couple of bombs and hopefully kill him quickly. I don't think it's going to happen.
Enemy
but
name
we can
Talus
try.
Needle. Area status. Player affliction. Burning 6 stacks of bomb. Upgrade. Player energy. Show character. Player health. Show deck. End turn. You take 6 damage. Enemy turn.
We can
Enemy gain
try.
1 bleeding stack. Enemy playing cards. Triple threat. You block the damage. You block the damage. You block the damage. Smear. You heal 2 health. Enemy takes 5 damage. 90 left. You heal 2 health.
The good thing is some of our scrap effects are healing us. That's good. But the good thing is if we lose this round, we'll run it back again. I have it set up. The game now has a way you can just restart from however you
Bomb.
set up your
Upgrades plus 3.
creation.
Neutral 2. Deal start. Bomb. Upgrades plus 3. Neutral 2. Player affliction. Burning 6 stacks at the end of the turn. Take 1 damage. Bomb. Upgrade. Player energy. Show character sheet.
I don't have it. Oh, I may be stalled
Player
out.
health 64.
My energy didn't come back.
Show deck. Cards.
Why
End
did my
turn.
energy come back?
Bomb. Upgrade. Bomb. Player affliction. Burning 6 stacks at the end of the turn. Take 1 damage per stack of burning.
Yeah, something maybe. He may have destroyed all my cards. I think we're screwed. We may just have to restart because I didn't get any
player
new
energy.
cards back.
Player energy. Direct touch area. Player energy. Player energy. Show character. Player health 64. Show deck. Cards currently in deck 3.
But it didn't deal my cards out. Okay, this is something that's been happening a lot. My deck won't deal out the cards. I have no idea why. But no cards are
Upgrades
dealing.
plus 3. Neutral. Bomb. Player affliction. Burning 6. Player affliction. Bleeding 6 stacks when dealt. Player blessing. Resilience 4 stacks. Player blessing. Evasion 1 stacks when dealt. Player equipment. Live wire 3 stacks activate. Add a snare to your foe's deck and upgrade all. Player equipment. Flying carpet 1 stacks activate. Gain evasion and reduce the cost of all cards in hand by 1. Deplete. Return flying carpet to your hand.
I'm stalled out. It's crashed. So my hand is crashed. That's unfortunate. So we're going to have to start all over again. We're going to have to force close the app and restart again. Yeah, this happens. This does happen. Typically, after a big update, we'll get these crashes where your hand, you won't get dealt cards. Your cards will not deal out. See, I should be getting 3 cards right now, in addition to the cards that were already in my hand that are persistent cards. So that's unfortunately. I'm going to force close the app. So give me 1 quick minute. I'm going to restart things.
Player
And we'll
enchantment.
start
Player
from
enchantment.
scratch.
Stockpile 3 stacks whenever you create. App switcher. Dawncaster. Player enchantment. Stockpile 3 stacks whenever. Direct touch area. Use the rotor to enable direct touch for this ad. Direct touch area. Use the rotor to enable direct touch. Dawncaster. Double tap to open.
Okay, let's force close everything and restart.
App switcher. Dawncaster. Active. Closing Dawncaster. Messages. Swipe up with 3 fingers to close the app. Dawncaster. Double tap
Okay,
to open.
we're going to restart. Sorry about that. That does happen sometimes early on
Scoundrel.
in content patches.
Double tap. Dawncaster. Double tap to open.
And let's go ahead
Loading
and
scene.
restart.
0. Direct touch area.
I'm going to wipe
Use the
that
rotor to enable
save.
direct touch for this
It's
app.
just been... It's stalled out twice already. So
Game loaded.
we'll still do
Press
the
any button to
scrappy
continue.
roll. We're just going to start from 0.
Press any. Continue. Signed in. Signed in us. Nudie. Signed in us. Nudie. Direct touch area. Store. Rewards. Store. Continue. Continue. Store. Rewards. New game. Selecting class. Rogue. Cunning scoundrels with an affinity for
Started
fortune
again.
and flair.
I like my deck so far, so I'm just
Knight.
going to
Hunter.
just repeat
Arcanist.
it.
Run it back. Start a new run with all the settings from your last character. Starting in area. Sunfall Meadows. Start game.
Okay, we're going to start in Sunfall Meadows. This will give you a good idea of how I got all the cool cards. So
Map
it's
selection
fine.
settings.
It's fine. It happens. I do wish that bug would not happen. It's a very
Card set
persistent
filter.
bug that
Difficulty
comes back.
challenging.
And that's our difficulty level, so you can hear.
Card set
believe me,
map
we're
selection.
playing
Start game.
challenging.
Press to continue.
Start.
Press to continue.
I love the music from Sunfall Meadows. It's very, very iconic. Has that Western theme. It's very, very...
Sunfall Meadows. Escort
nice
the
to
merchant.
listen to.
5 periods. You've been tasked with safeguarding an Emporium merchant and their wagon down the one safe road of the Sunfall Meadows. However, dark times have cast their long shadows over the land and the golden grain fields no longer offer the careless sanctuary it once did.
So, basically, Sunfall Meadows is a farm area that's been overrun by some indigenous species, and our job is to escort the merchant Julius through the area and hopefully not take a lot of damage and be able to get out of it with some nice little rewards. Now, the mulligans, or whatever you want to call them, are like gophers, basically, giant gophers. And some are friendly, some are not so friendly. And they like technology, so they like to hit you with bombs and lots of stuff like that. And typically, they use a lot of snare decks. And sometimes they have a couple of heavy-duty Bruticus's that kind of like will hit you with their weapon. They also have ballistas, so there's a lot of like war machines on the battlefield. So these mulligans, like, they love machinery, so they're kind of like engineer type humanoids. But yeah, they definitely don't want you traveling through the metals. So I really hope in new expansions we get more information about mulligans. It would be really fun if we can play as a mulligan.
Mudfang Ballista affected by Caravan Wagon A scrappy weapon. Mudfang Demolisher. Boss Mudfang Kingpin affected by Caravan. Mudfang. Escort the merchant. Escort the merchant. 5 period. You've been tasked with safeguarding an Emporium merchant and their wagon down the one safe road of the Sunfall Meadows. However, the gold road you find yourself journeying along a dusty road, flanked by the golden fields of grain on either side of the road. Alongside you, a merchant's car creaks and rattles, filled with goods covered by a tattered canvas.
You know, I really wish they would explain if we are walking or we're on horseback. Wouldn't it be cool if we could have a horse? I think that'd be really cool. Like, we'd buy one and then the horse would be able to carry, the horse would give us certain benefits. That would be really cool if we could have a horse. That'd be a great DLC. I mean, you'd have to purchase it. It'd be kind of cool if I could purchase my own horse, my own campsite. So when I get to campsites, I can do certain things like feed my horse. Therefore, my horse can become like a free companion. That would be really, really cool. All right, so starting off here, you take a lot of damage in this zone, so there really isn't a sure way to survive well. But it's not impossible to get through Sunfall Meadows. It's just a little tricky. You gotta go slow. So what I'm gonna do is try to focus on getting the enchantments in my deck and try to take as little damage as possible. So Julius is alongside you, and what you basically do is talk to Julius, and Julius and you get into this little snarky exchange. He wants you to do all the work, which is what you were hired for. And what you're trying to do is get as much money out of Julius as you can. At the same time, the mulligans are running around and they're like terrorizing you, and they're preventing your caravan. So they don't want commerce through their area because they want this area all to themselves. Understandable. War is war.
Continue.
So
Sunfall Road, a man in extravagant dress hums a tuneless melody, his attention fixed on a crumpled paper. Noticing your gaze, he waves an ink-stained quill towards the road. Continue. Julius Belthorpe eyes ahead. Road. This road isn't as safe as it once was. Thrice so for a renowned Emporium mercantile savant like Julius Belthorpe.
Eyes ahead, rogue. Keep your eyes on the road. I have important merchandise from the Emporium to bring through. And then I basically just want my money, so I'm gonna go ahead and just skip the conversation and go straight to the real
Who are these
deal,
bandits?
which is
Where
my
are we
money.
going? What about my pay?
What about my money? Oh God, money. Just trivial matters for me to deal with. Yes, sir, you'll have your money.
What about my pay?
Here's your 15
Julius
gold.
Belthorpe. Ah, yes, there is the small matter of your compensation. The man tosses you a small pouch of coins.
Oh, yes, of course. There's a small matter of your pay.
Continue.
Here you go.
You gain 15 gold. Julius Belthorpe, you've gained 15 gold. Now eyes on the road. My guardian. Barring any unpleasantness, we should reach Drykindle before the shadows catch up to us.
Now, eyes on the road, rogue.
Exploration. Player gold 35.
Okay, so we have our situation, our first little snarky conversation with Julius. All right, before we get started on this, let me refill my coffee and you listen to the beautiful music here without my voice interrupting it. Let me also quickly, I'm gonna leave it here in app because again, my fingers get a little interrupted with my microphone right at the bottom of the phone. Let me let you listen to the music here. Give me 2 minutes to quickly go bio and refill my coffee. Thank you for your patience.
Opportunity treasure. Traps or treachery await opportunities disappear if not chosen.
All right, I am back. And they are working on my building's boiler, so Freddy Krueger is down there. Yeah, stupid idiots, I'm gonna kill ya. Yeah, Freddy Krueger's down in the basement, not exactly liking anybody messing with his boiler. But if you don't know who Freddy Krueger is, I know. I'm a boomer talk. Freddy Krueger is a psychopath who haunts your dreams and does some pretty nasty stuff to you. You can check it out. It's probably on Netflix, HBO. It ain't Disney, that's for sure. Watch at your own peril. But I grew up watching Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, all the great psychopathic killers. Those are great movies. I don't mean great like in literally great, but great as in great popcorn and soda movies. Okay, we are back. All right, so what we're going to try to do is get our enchantments as soon as possible. We want the deck fast because on higher difficulty levels, you have less campsites. So early on with the Scrappy Rogue, I focus in on enchants, saving my money because you need your grappler to be as powerful as possible. So get your grappler upgraded, so save your money for
Campsite Aid rested from the perils. Mudfang Demolisher. Area status. Care of Mudfang Demolisher has campsite opportunity treasure. Traps or treachery await opportunities disappear if not chosen.
I think we have to fight
Campsite
the
Mudfang Demolisher has aura.
first.
Challengers have to be selected first. Opportunities don't vanish while targeting a challenger. Affected by Caravan Wagon Challenger. Affected by Caravan Wagon Challenger. The creature wields something between a sword or a shovel.
So there's a few things I need to talk about. So when you're in the Sunfall Meadows, the whole point is to keep your caravan undamaged. And there's an achievement if you can get your caravan through the Sunfall Meadows with no damage. So you'll get a lot of good rewards. You'll even be given, I do believe, a legendary, but don't quote me. There's another good thing that you need to keep in mind. Challengers, I think really only one challenger ever pops up. I think they use that mechanic in more levels, but challengers make you fight them first. And once you beat them, you can go on to choosing as you'd like to. You get 3 choices each time you move through the arcs and the pathways. Now the good thing is the special little areas that have treasures possibly or traps, those don't disappear while you're dealing with a challenger, which is great. Because otherwise, sometimes those little special rewards or treasures or traps will disappear. Now, there's no guarantee that you're going to get something nice, but for the most part, I prefer to take a chance because more often than not, you're going to get some good rewards. At least a little spare gold. All right, so let's deal with the Demolisher, and then we'll come back and take a look at
Area
the
status.
little
Settings.
specialty zone.
Areas. Mudfang Demolisher has aura. Battle. Mudfang enemy gains improvised plating enchantment. Enemy gain 2 armor stacks. Your turn. Block. Neutral 1. Gain 3 armor action.
So
Common.
this-
Brown. Tooltips. Armor. When dealt damage. Take
This
1 less damage per
guy-
stack of armor.
this guy
Armor fades at the
is-
start. End turn.
This guy's into armor, so we're going to have to try
Block.
to beat him
Neutral.
down with
Grappler.
our grapplers.
Upgrades plus. Grappler. Upgrades. Grappler. Upgrades plus 1. Neutral 1. Deal star 4 star damage. On hit. Scavenge 1 range basic
think
attack.
I
Common.
will-
Brown. Tooltips. On hit. Surge of dexterity.
Grappler
Gain dex and
twice.
enter. Grappler. Upgrades plus
Oh, I
1.
got a
Neutral 1.
surge.
Deals.
Ooh,
Grappler.
grappler 3
Upgrade.
times.
Enemy takes 2 damage. 30 left. Grappler. Upgrades plus 1. Neutral 1. Deal star 4 star damage. On hit. Scavenge 1 range basic attack. Common. Brown. Tooltips. On hit. Requires the attack to have hit the target and dealt damage. Scavenge. When you scavenge, draw a card from the scrap pile. When there are no cards left in the scrap pile, add a random junk item instead. At the start of combat, add a junk item to your scrap pile for each card with scavenge in your deck.
Again, there's a lot of stuff with Scavenge. I'm not going to go into explaining it. All I can tell you is when my grappler hits, I get a free junk card. All the other stuff, I'm not really familiar with it. I'm learning. Again, I'm a new scrap rogue, so I can't
Upgrades
really
plus 1.
explain all
Neutral 1. Enemy takes 4 damage,
Let's hit
26
him with a
left.
grappler
Grappler.
again.
Upgrades plus 1. Neutral 1. Deal star 4 star damage. On hit. Scavenge 1 range basic attack. Grappler. Neutral 1. Lead pipe. Neutral 1. 1 use. Deal 5 damage. On hit. Inflict 1 dazed. Persistent. Untempered melee junk item. Common. Round. Tooltips. 1 use. This card will be permanently removed from your deck after playing it. Persistent. Cards with persistent don't get discarded at the end of the turn and cannot be buried. Untempered. Untempered cards are removed from your deck at the end of combat. Adapt. 0/2. Cards with available adaptation slots can be adapted to gain additional effects when played. These effects range from additional damage to a unique bonus whenever the attack hits your foe. On hit. Requires the attack to have hit the target and dealt damage. Dazed. Affliction. When playing a card. Decrease daze by 1. When daze reaches 0. Gain stun. Daze fades at the end of the turn.
So I like the lead pipe. It's basically a freeze stun, and the only thing I need to really do is hit my opponent with it. And the best time to use a lead pipe is after your opponent's armor or barrier has been reduced to 0. So I'm going to hit him with the lead pipe, and then that will be all my energy. But the good thing is he'll get
Shell
1
box.
attack
Lead
and
pipe.
then he'll be stunned.
Enemy takes 5 damage, 21 left. Enemy gained 1 dazed stacks.
Okay, so he's got 21 health left. He's going to get stunned, and
Grappler.
that's going to give
Move.
us an
Grappler.
advantage.
Block. End turn. Show deck. Player health 9. Show player energy. Show character sheet. Player health 90. Show deck. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy gained 2 armor stacks. Enemy playing cards. Poke it. Enemy gained 1 stun stacks. You gained 1 bleeding stacks. You gained 1 slow stacks. Your turn.
So poke is a attack that the Mulligans use. It's like poking you in the eye. It makes you bleed, and it makes you a little bit slower. It's not that bad. There's a lot of worse things that you can deal
Shell
with,
box.
but it
Neutral
is a
2.
little
1
annoying.
use. Delvin ammo card. Healing potion. Neutral 1. 1 use. Surge of dexterity. Gain dex and conjure a basic attack action. Common. Green. Tooltips. Conjure. Creates a temporary card that is removed after combat.
Now, there's a little pro tip, and I call it a super pro tip because it makes a big difference. Do not use your healing potion because there's a special event that occurs with a mulligan in their burrow, and you're able to get sometimes a legendary item out of that little event. So, but it requires that you heal the mulligan and make friends with it. So I tend to always want to get that event off every time I go through Sunfall
Ransack.
Metals.
Dex 1. Discard your hand. Gain dex and scavenge for each card discarded action. Uncommon. Green. Tooltips. Discard. Removes a card from the hand. Scavenge. When you scavenge, draw a card from the scrap pile. When there are no cards left in the scrap pile, add a random junk item instead. At the start of combat, add a junk item to your scrap pile for each card with scavenge in your deck.
Ransack is one of the most OP cards you can have as a scrappy rogue because it says that your cards in your hand become energy, and it just allows you to recycle your hand many times if you get the right circumstances, which is why I usually go for a 0 cost deck, because that's going to make Ransack even more powerful. So let's go ahead. Usually I don't use Ransack unless
Surge of
my
dexterity.
hand is just
Healing
garbage.
potion. Surge of dexterity. Gain dex and conjure. Ransack. Dex 1.
I'm going to
Discard your
activate
player energy.
Surge.
Dex 3.
I got 3 energy, and if I Ransack,
Show
I'll
character
have
sheet.
another
Player
free
health
2
9.
energy.
Show deck. End turn. Shell box. Neutral 2. 1 use. Delvin ammo card. Persistent. Untempered junk item. Common. Brown. Tooltips. 1 use. This healing
I
potion.
can get Shell
Neutral
box
1. Ransack.
activated.
Block. Neutral 1. Grappler. Upgrades plus 1. Neutral 1. Deal star 4 star damage. On hit.
I got a
Enemy takes 2
grappler.
damage. 19
Let's hit
left.
with that
Grappler.
too.
Neutral 1. Deal 3 damage. On hit. Block. Neutral 1. Grappler. Neutral. Shell box. Neutral 2. 1 use. Player enchantment. Shell box. Grappler. Neutral 1. Enemy takes 3 damage. 16 left.
Hit with
Shell
grappler
box.
again.
Neutral 2. 1 use. Strange vial. Neutral 1. 1 use. Conjure a random potion. Persistent. Untempered junk item. Common.
So
Brown.
now
Tooltip.
I'm
Shell
gonna
box.
use my-
Block. Neutral 1. Ransack. Dex 1. Discard your hand. Block. Neutral
Ransack.
1. Gain 3 armor action. Settings. Enemy name Mudfang Demolisher. Enemy health 16. Enemy enchantment. Improvised. Area status. Player enchant. Shock wires. Player energy. Dex 5.
So now I have the energy I had before, and I got 2 more, so I got 5 energy. Now, it's always good to use the important cards like your surges, so you get free energy, and you're going to want to use your grapplers in this kind of deck because they just create lots of
Player
cool
energy.
junk
Show character
cards.
sheet. Player health. Show deck. End turn. Shock wires. Neutral 1. 1 use. Gain DEX. You gain 1 chain stacks. End turn. Rations. Neutral 3. 1 use. Create. Lead pipe. Neutral 1. 1 use. Deal star 6 star damage. On hit. Inflict 1 daze. Persistent.
gonna
Untempered melee junk item. Enemy
stun
takes 6
him
damage.
again
10
if I
left.
can.
Enemy gained 1 dazed stacks. Player
Keeping him
enchantment.
dazed
Caravan
is
wagon
really
100.
important.
Rations. Neutral 3. End turn.
I think we're going to
Player
open up
enchantment.
our rations.
End turn.
Rations are good. Sometimes you get a
Spicy
pretty
acid.
good
1
food
use.
item.
You gain cooking enchantment. Enemy gained 2 poison stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks.
So spicy acid is like basically the food items in this game are barbaric and they're medieval and they're magical. So they each have a kind of effect. And spicy acid does poison. The ribs do fire damage, DLT, and then there's several other
1 use.
effects.
Create. End turn. You gained 1 sated stacks. Show deck. End turn. Spicy acid. 1 use. Enemy gained 2 poison stacks. You gained 2 potency stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. End turn. Sharp leaves. 1 use. Inflict 2 bleeding. Garnish. Inflict a deep wound ingredient. Common. Red. Tooltips. 1 use. This card will be permanently removed from your deck after playing it. Garnish. Garnish triggers whenever this is the 3rd ingredient you play that turn. Bleeding. Affliction. When dealt damage, take 1 additional damage per stack of bleeding. Then reduce bleeding stacks by 1. Cooking. When adding a 3rd ingredient, trigger its garnish effect.
So every 3rd food you eat in a turn activates something called the garnish effect. So every food kind of has a special effect. Some of them can do more damage. Some of them can activate a potency effect. Some can activate an extra burn affliction. So they're very useful. I actually run some very effective chef decks. You can look back at some of my old playlists. I love running my Master Chef deck. It's pretty nasty. You're talking about some 10-minute long turns with that deck. It's freaking amazing. I love cooking decks.
Player enchantment. Caravan wagon 100. Sharp leaves. 1 use. Enemy gained 2 bleeding stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. End turn. Show deck. Cards. End turn. Player enchantment. Caravan wagon 100 stacks. Protect the caravan until you reach dry control to earn a reward. End turn.
We're out of action.
Enemy turn. Enemy gained 2 armor stacks. Enemy playing cards. Big hack. Enemy gained 1 stun stacks. Enemy takes 3 damage. 7 left. You take 6 damage. You take 1 damage. Your turn. End turn.
All right, so he hit me with his big hat. So they have these little sun hats they wear. It's kind of cute. They're like protecting their head from sun.
Show deck.
Sun
End turn.
rays.
Grappler. Upgrades +1. Ransack. Dex 1. Discard. Grappler. Upgrades plus. Shell box. Neutral 2. 1 use. Delvin ammo. Strange vial. Neutral 1. 1 use. Conjure a player enchantment.
I got
Caravan.
some good
Grappler.
cards here.
Player energy. Dex 4.
I got 4 energy, so I can actually get the amble card up. I might get a hollow
Show character.
tip,
Player health
which is
83.
gonna give
Show
me
deck.
crits.
End turn. Grappler. Ransack. Grappler. Upgrade. Shell box. Neutral. Select card. Flat tipped ammo. Incendiary amp. Deadeye rounds. Dex STR1. Your next 2 ranged actions deal extra damage equal. You gain Deadeye rounds
I'll go for
enchantment.
Deadeye. So now all my grapplers will have some
Player energy. Dex
increasing
2.
damage.
Show character. Player health. Show deck. Enter. Grappler. Upgrades +1. Enemy takes 2 damage. 5 left. Enemy takes 4 damage. 1 left.
Okay, so now I'm down to 1 energy, and this is where
Grappler.
Ransack kind
Strange
of
vial.
comes in.
Heavy crate. New player enchantment. Caravan. Ransack. Dex 1. Discard your hand. Grappler. Settings. Enemy name Mudfang Demolisher. Enemy health 1.
So
enemy
Ransack's
enemy
gonna
enchantment.
give me some
Area
free
status.
energy.
Player heavy crate. New player energy. Dex 3. Show character. Player health 8.
So
Show
I got
deck.
free
End turn. Heavy crate. Neutral 4. 1 U. Player enchantment. Caravan wagon 9. Heavy crate. Neutral 4. End turn.
I didn't get many cards. There weren't many cards left on my deck,
Heavy
unfortunately.
crate.
So, but that's
Neutral
okay.
4. Enter. Show deck. Player health 8. Show player energy. Dex 3.
So I'm
Show
just gonna
character sheet.
save
Player
those
health
up to
83.
next
Show
turn.
deck. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy gain 2 armor stacks. Enemy playing cards. Enemy takes 3 damage -2 left. Victory. Next.
Okay, he's dead. I wasn't even monitoring his health. I rarely do. But the good thing is, since the last couple of updates, you're told how much energy or how much health points the enemy has left. It's so much more convenient than it used to be with voiceover, where you had to actually go down to the creature and go through its information. Not that that's a problem. I mean, this game has extreme accessibility, and the UX experience, well, that's the same thing, right? UX means experience. The UX is
Next.
delicious.
Area
in this
status.
game.
Next.
Okay, let's see what our
You gain
first
5
card
gold.
rewards
Select a card
are.
to add to your deck. Skippable. Leave.
We
Area
got
status.
5 gold,
Tactical
which is
retreat.
nice.
Dex 1. Gain 1 evasion. Ambush. Conjure 2 random arrows action. Common. Green. Tooltips. Ambush. Ambush triggers whenever it is the first card played of the round. Evasion. Blessing. When dealt melee damage, reduce the first damage taken to 0. Then decrease evasion by 1. Evasion fades at the start of the turn.
Tactical Retreat is a card my hunter made great use of back in the classic days of Dawncaster. It's a very powerful card. It's old school card. It's been around forever. Do I want to use it in this scrappy rogue deck? Maybe, because my damage is a little slow. I really feel maybe we got to take a little bit of the old and the new and combine it so that our DPS output is greater. That's the first reward.
Toxicity.
Let's see what the
Dex
second
1.
reward
Inflict
is.
5 poison. Gain 1 potency action. Common. Green. Tooltips. Poison. Affliction. After playing a card, take 1 damage, then decrease poison by 1. When gaining health, prevent 1 health per stack and reduce poison by 1 for each health prevented. Potency. Blessing. Afflictions you inflict deal extra damage equal to your potency.
See, I like toxicity. I think it's inexpensive, it's effective, it bypasses armor and barriers, and it also works well with our Bard card enchantment. And it basically makes, potency basically makes all our effects do even more status affliction. It's a really nice card. I've not done poison, but maybe poison is what this deck is
Cash out.
missing.
Dex 1. Conjure a lucky coin. This turn, whenever you spend gold, gain 2 gold. Unique action. Rare. Green. Tooltips. Unique. You can only play 1 card with this name per combat. All enchantments are unique. Lucky coin. Deal. Damage 2 damage. Lose 1 gold.
Okay, lucky coins are not a deck I've done very well with. I've tried to play them. I'm horrible at them. Let me know in the comments if you've had a lot of luck with lucky coin decks. All right, now I'm not looking for any spoilers for this deck style. I'm learning on my own, so I don't want any spoilers. But if you'd like to talk about lucky coin decks, I wouldn't mind hearing about that, because just, you know, just my kind of like, I'm interested in knowing how you make those effective. I understand the comments section doesn't have a lot of room, so join my Discord. I just dropped a new non-expired link. I do apologize. I'm having a lot of trouble with my links expiring. They're not supposed to expire. These are supposed to be forever links, but you know, it's Discord. Discord needs to figure out a way for people just to join like a subscription. I don't like that thing that you have to have a certain kind of link. Just make it so that they can always join your Discord community. Don't make links have varying amounts of time that they're effective. I just think that's dumb. It's annoying. All the crap that Discord tells you, and they make links so ridiculously, you know, archaic. All right, let's we're gonna go ahead and take that first one because it's gonna give us
Toxicity. Dex 1.
actually,
Inflict 5
no.
poison. Gain 1 potent. Cash out.
We're gonna
Add
take
tactical, scrap
toxicity.
card. Add tactical retreat to scrap card. Add toxicity to deck. Area status. Caravan wagon protect. Exploration. Area status. Caravan wagon. Mini boss Mudfang breaker affected by caravan wagon. Use weapon power junk weapon act. Show deck. Cards currently in deck 12.
I know I'm making more of a stall deck here. This is not a fast DPS deck. You know, toxicity isn't a fast card, so I get it. But
Mini boss Mudfang breaker affected by caravan wagon. Aced out Mollican wielding an oversized hammer. Mudfang ballista affected by bomb. The wagon hits a sandy lump in the road.
Let's deal with the bomb. It's a little mini event and we have no choice around it, and it's easy to repair. So it makes us kind of talk to the mulligan, and after we talk to the mulligan, we have a little snarky conversation with Julius, and then we can decide to
Mudfang
repair
ballista
or
bomb.
not.
The wagon
repair.
hits a bomb. The wagon hit gold road the wagon takes 25 damage. A sudden explosion rouses your attention. Black smoke rises from underneath the carriage, leaving one of its wheels destroyed. Continue.
Yeah, we gotta
Mudfang
fix
thinking,
it.
oh my. Hee. Looks like you've stumbled into a little present of mine. How about we avoid more explosive surprises and we both mind our own business? The creature hisses as he points a large, rusty wrench at the wagon.
Oh, looks like you got a little trouble there, buddy. Why don't we just, just call it even? You know, you were going through my territory, and, it looks like your wagon had a little trouble. Oh, so, you know, what do you think?
Who or what are you?
And then, we can ask him several questions. I'm just gonna say, hell no.
Fine. You won't take anything, bandits.
Get out of my way.
Mudfang King hee. A fight you want. A fight you get, the creature shouts as he hops back into the golden grain, quickly disappearing from sight.
You won't take any of our stuff, dude. Well, if there's a fight you want, I'll give you a fight that you won't forget.
And he just jumps back into a hole. All
Continue.
right, little dick.
Julius Belthorpe Baugh. Common bandits. Just what we needed. We suppose we will set up camp here for the night while you repair the wagon and continue come morning.
Oh dear me, common bandits. I suppose we should set camp here while you repair the wagon, dear rogue. I repair the wagon. This is your wagon. I'm just a guard. Why do I have to repair your shit? Asshole Julius. fine. Only because it's part of me possibly
Why don't you
getting
repair
a
it?
bonus,
Double the
I'll
pay.
repair it.
Don't repair the wagon. 5 gold. Repair the wagon. You lose -5 gold. Exploration. Area status. Caravan wagon. Protect the caravan until you reach dry Kindle to earn a reward. Current health 94/100.
So the good thing about the wagon is you can look on the effects of the zone and it will tell you how many stacks of endurance your wagon has. Of course, Julius gets very pissed off if you let the wagon get destroyed, but he also is he will reward you handsomely if you can manage to get the wagon relatively minimally damaged by the end of the zone. I would have to say there's a certain number, but I would say anywhere from the wagon being at 60 to 70%, Julius is going to be in a very good mood. Now, if the wagon's at 90% or above, he's going to be in an incredibly good mood. And of course, I do believe there's an achievement if you bring the wagon in with no damage.
Shrine. A strange statue stands out from its surround. Campsite. A brief opportunity treasure. Traps or treachery await. Opportunities disappear if not chosen.
Opportunity and treasures. And we have a campsite. We don't need campsite. We haven't taken much physical damage. And then, of course, we do have a shrine. Now, if you have a chance to choose between a shrine and opportunity and treasure, I say a shrine is better because there's less of them. And opportunities can be bad opportunities, by the way. Remember, just because it's an opportunity doesn't mean you're going to get something delicious. You might get something nasty.
Area status.
So I'm going to go for the
settings.
shrine.
Area stat. Opportunity. Campsite. A shrine. A strange statue stands. Shrine. Shrine of evolution. The marbled statue greets you with. Shrine of evolution. The marbled statue greets you with a lopsided
Ooh.
smile. Its one hand open towards you, the other a clenched fist along its stone body.
So with shrines, you can examine them. Sometimes they're vague. The description of them are vague. Sometimes it just right out tells you, hey, this shrine upgrades a card. Hey, this shrine gives you money. Hey, this shrine changes a card. So you'll eventually, as you play, learn what each shrine does. All right, so Evolution Shrine's not a bad shrine. I don't want those block cards in my deck. And if I get lucky, I can turn one of those block cards into
Examine the shrine.
something useful.
Transform a card. Select card. Block.
I'm going to
Neutral
transform
1.
a
Gain
card.
3 armor action. Common. Brown. Tooltips. Armor. When dealt damage, take 1 less damage per stack of armor. Armor fades at the start of the turn. Block. Neutral 1. Gain. Block. Neutral 1. Gain 3 armor action. Common. Block.
I'm
Neutral
gonna get
1.
rid of the
Select
block card.
Rogue's Locket. Neutral 1. Gain dex and evasion. While this is in your deck, rewards include cards that cost dex item. Uncommon. Brown. Tooltips. Evasion. Blessing. When dealt melee damage, reduce the first damage taken to 0, then decrease evasion by 1. Evasion fades at the start of the turn. Healing potion. 1 use. Gain 10 health if you are below 50% health. Gain 15 health instead item. Uncommon. Brown. Tooltips. 1 use. This card will be permanently removed from your deck after playing it. Treasure. This card is part of the treasure pool and can be found through various events. Arcanist Locket. Neutral 1. Gain INT and focus. While this is in your deck, rewards include cards that cost int item. Uncommon. Brown. Tooltips. Focus. Blessing. When you foretell, reveal 1 more card for every 3 stacks. At the start of the round, draw 1 additional card for every 6 stacks. Spellbind Bracers. Neutral 1. Activate to attune to an element of your choice. 3 durability equipment. Uncommon. Brown. Tooltips. Unique. You can only play 1 card with this name per combat. All enchantments are unique. Durability. The number of times equipment can be activated before it's depleted for the remainder of combat. Attune. If you are not attuned already, attune to a random element. Attunements empower actions that share their type. Equipment. Equipments can be activated to gain their effect once per round. Once their durability runs out, they are removed for the remainder of the combat. Haste. Blessing. Reduce the cost of the next drawn card by 1 energy, then decrease haste by 1. Potion Sash. Neutral 1. Activate. Conjure a random potion. 3 durability equipment. Uncommon. Brown. Tooltips. Unique. You can only play 1 card with this name per combat. All enchantments are unique. Durability. The number of times equipment can be activated before it's depleted for the remainder of combat. Equipment. Equipments can be activated to gain their effect once per round. Once their durability runs out, they are removed for the remainder of the combat. Haste. Blessing. Reduce the cost of the next drawn card by 1 energy, then decrease haste by 1. Medikit. Neutral 1. Activate to gain 1 health. 3 durability equipment. Uncommon. Brown.
Medikit's
Tooltips.
not bad
Unique.
either.
You can only play 1 card with this name per combat. All enchantments are unique. Durability. The number of times equipment can be activated before it's depleted for the remainder of combat. Equipment. Equipments can be activated to gain their effect once per round. Once their durability runs out, they are removed for the remainder of the combat. Haste. Blessing. Reduce the cost of the next drawn card by 1 energy, then decrease haste by 1.
This is a really good selection of possible evolutions of my block. So that's why the Evolution Shrine is so good. Again, almost every card here is somewhat useful. Some standouts are going to be the Potion Satchel. I really love that. It's inexpensive to utilize. It's really easy to recycle, and it's just so good. The other possibility is the Rogue's Locket, which is going to give us energy and evasion. You definitely want to have at least 2 evasions up. Later on by mid-game, you need to have at least 2 evasions, because if you're not going to run blocks, you've got to run evasion. And if you're not going to run evasion, you got to run barrier. Otherwise, you're just going to lose so much health. I'm really thinking the Rogue's Locket doesn't come up too often. It's a good choice. And I can make it free almost every single turn. And it builds into our 0 energy deck. But then again, the potion satchel is just going to give me so many free heals. So I'm going to take the potion
Potion
satchel.
sash. Neutral 1. Activate.
Name.
Conjure a random potion. Free
Potion
durability equipment.
sash.
Medikit.
Sassy
Medikit.
sash.
Medikit. Potion sash. Neutral 1. Card added. Card added. Potion sash. Neutral 1. Activate. Conjure a random potion. Potion sash. Neutral 1. Activate. Conjure. Potion sash. Shrine of Evolution. The statue hungrily accepts the card before it vanishes. After a moment, it opens a clenched fist, revealing a brand new card.
You gotta love the magic in this world that you're walking through a desert or a farmland and you see this amazing statue stand up and you interact with it. Like, you have to have a lot of bravery to interact with just wild magic in the middle of nowhere. I mean, you don't know what's going to really do to you, right? I mean, it could be a demon or an angel or a fae. You don't know what you're dealing with. So I really like that. The magic in this world is really amazing. So we got the Potion Sash. Again, it's not a fast card. A Potion Sash I would refer to as defensive or even stall, because you don't have a guaranteed potion, but you can get a lot of life drinker potions, and those are really great. The potions that you get from the Potion Sash are not permanent, so keep in mind you can make them permanent, but that's by default. You need to use them when you activate the Potion
Shrine of Evolution. The
Sash.
statue hunt. Lead. Exploration. Player health 83.
Okay, we're at 83 health, so that Potion Sash is gonna at least save us 1 or 2 campsites. We're gonna want to get that to get memorizing the Potion Sash. I don't think it's necessary. I have never wasted a memory enchant on a Potion Sash. It comes up no matter what. You know, the only thing I would ever do to a Potion Sash is maybe make it persistent, so in case I didn't have the energy. But my decks don't ever have any issue with getting a Potion Sash on my
Mudfang Saboteur affected by Caravan Wagon Adept. Campsite Debrief. Opportunity Treasure. Traps or treachery await opportunities disappear if not chosen. Opportunity Treasure. Molokin burrow somehow in this Molokin burrow somehow in this unwelcome ways. You gaze upon the unmistakable barrel-sized hole in the ground of the Molokin burrow. They really can survive anywhere. Ellipsis.
So the Mollikins live underground, and I think they fight a lot among each other. They don't like each other. They're very, very independent. They're very independent operators, as D&D says in that one chapter. Yeah, they're very much independent, and they don't get along well. They have leadership, but their leadership is very cruel and very sadistic. And they'll make friends with you if you're willing to sacrifice a little bit of your gear. I want to see more storylines about the Mulligans. That would be really cool. All right, let's and I'd love a playable character, like if we had a choice to become a monster.
Leave the burrow alone.
That'd be really fun.
Climb inside to investigate. Climb inside to investigate. Build whimpers of a wounded Mollikin echo hauntingly in the dim light as you scramble into the burrow. A mangy Mollikin gazes at you, a bundle clutched to their bloody chest. A few beggarly tools and chests clutter the nooks.
So I'm not going to tell you what to do here, but if you listen to how I play, you'll see what I think is the best solution. But you can do what you want to do. It's really up to you. I won't throw any spoilers in there, but choose whatever you want to choose. There's a different story for whatever choices you want to make. But I'm going to go ahead and befriend this Mollikin, give them a weapon, find out what they're going on, be empathetic, and then hopefully it will give me a nice, because I don't know its gender, it doesn't tell me. I will hopefully find out, get a nice little legendary.
Loot the cubbies and leave. Kill the Mollikin and take his. Inspect the Mollikin. Mollikin burrow. The Mollikin whimpers, clutching the wound in its fur. Why are you alone? Heal it using a potion. Why are you alone? Wounded Mollikin. New leader say they own all now. We was supposed to share. Work for all Mollikin. They motion to the bloody wound across their fur.
So they say they. So the pronoun is they. So you
Heal
don't
it
know
using
if
a
it's
potion.
male or female. So I'm going to heal it with my potion. Now this you only get this special interaction if you have a
Wounded
potion.
heal it
So
using a
that's my
potion.
spoiler, sorry.
Burnt healing potion. Mollikin burrow. You reassure the Mollikin and move to heal his wounds as a warm golden light fills the burrow and the gashes knit together. Thank you, Rogue.
All right, so we healed him up. He got his ass kicked. He got jumped by the leader. The leader's a real a-hole, but we were able to heal him. So he probably doesn't have very many hit points, but I like him. He stands up for himself. I'm down for that. I like to hear somebody stand up against a bully.
Wounded Molokin, they motioned to scars in their fur. Big fight. New leader bad. Wanted to take my stuff, but it didn't. Kept it all. Maybe you should have one too? Trade for weapon. Ellipsis.
Okay, so now I have to give it one of my weapons. I don't want to, but that's just the choice I choose because I'm hoping I'll get a very
decline
nice
the trade.
reward. See, I can decline, or I can give it a
Accept
weapon.
the trade.
I'm going to give
Select
it a
card.
weapon.
Grappler. Upgrades +1. Neutral 1. Card removed. Card removed. Select card. Spellbind bracers. Neutral 1. Activate to attune to an element of your choice. 3 durability equipment. Uncommon. Brown. Tooltips. Unique. You can only play one card with this name per combat. All enchantments are unique. Durability. The number of times equipment can be activated before it's depleted for the remainder of combat. Attune. If you are not attuned already, attune to a random element. Attunements empower actions that share their type. Equipment. Equipments can be activated to gain their effect once per round. Once their durability runs out, they are removed for the remainder of the combat. Haste. Blessing. Reduce the cost of the next drawn card by 1 energy. Then decrease haste by 1. Raven Familiar. Neutral 1. Activate to put any card in your deck on top. 5 durability equipment. Common. Blue. Tooltips. Unique. You can only play one card with this name per combat. All enchantments are unique. Durability. The number of times equipment can be activated before it's depleted for the remainder of combat. Equipment. Equipments can be activated to gain their effect once per round. Once their durability runs out, they are removed for the remainder of the combat. Crown of Unity. Neutral 2. Activate to conjure a surge. 5 durability equipment. Legendary. Brown.
Sexy.
Tooltips. Unique. You can only play one card with this name per combat.
That's the
All enchantments are
legendary I'm
unique.
looking
Durability.
for.
The number of times equipment can be activated before it's depleted for the remainder of combat. Equipment. Equipments can be activated to gain their effect once per round. Once their durability runs out, they are removed for the remainder of the combat. Haste. Blessing. Reduce the cost of the next drawn card by 1 energy. Then decrease haste by 1.
Crown of Unity is really good. The thing is, though, it is a little costly, but the energy return is a good investment. The amount of energy you get back makes it a good investment, I meant to say.
Raven
so
Familiar.
we're going to take Crown of
Unity.
Unity.
Card added. Card added. Potion Sash. Neutral 1. Activate. Conjure a Grappler.
forfeit.
Disable. Molokin burrow. You hand the Molokin a weapon and accept the item in gratitude. You feel the Molokin will be alright and leave the burrow.
Okay, we're doing good. We got Potion Sash, Crown of Unity. This is going to be a major stall deck. Good lord, I like this start already.
Molokin burrow. You hand the Molokin. Continue.
Let's get going.
Continue.
I wish we could make him a companion. There should be another little opportunity to make him
continue.
a companion, right? He can throw little bombs and stuff, and we can hang out and have a beer together.
Molokin burrow. The creature smiles. Good friend, it says, seemingly already becoming more familiar with the word before it turns, and burrows into the sandy ground below, disappearing from sight.
Imagine it could use burrow. I mean, we can date and stuff, if it's a girl. I mean, she can hang out, have a little mulligan girlfriend.
Leave.
That'd be really cool.
Exploration. Settings.
Let's go ahead and leave.
Area status. Caravan wagon. Settings.
All right.
Caravan wagon protect the Mudfang Saboteur affected by Opportunity Treasure. Mudfang Ballista affected by Caravan wagon. A scrappy weapon.
Okay, we have 3 things we can choose. So we have another opportunity. Obviously, take the opportunities. The other choices, we can move on and deal with the ballista. We're going to have to deal with it anyway. The ballista's pretty slow. It will hit you, but it's definitely a very beginner enemy to deal with. I mean, the worst damage I've ever taken from a ballista is maybe 6 points of damage. It's just nothing. No big deal. If you have evasion, it's never going to hit you. And then there's the other little mulligan. It looks like it's a melee
by Caravan wagon
fighter.
adept at quick, elusive strikes.
Saboteur. They're incredibly annoying. Saboteurs are the just ass hats of this area. They love traps, snares, and they're annoying as hell. So let's deal with the
Opportunity Treasure. Opportunity Treasure. The golden road stretches out. The golden road stretches out in front of you, with various suspicious bumps in the mud, each hinting at the potential explosive dangers below.
Okay, so we just got into a minefield basically, and our rogue actually has a kind of a sneaky little ability that we're able to, with our quick reflexes. And every class has a specialty, just so you know. You're going to have to learn them on your own. I'm not going to cover it here, but I will maybe in an episode. But every class has its own specialty, and our rogue's got quick reflexes, so we're able to kind of steer the wagon around. I'm like, what is Julius doing all this time? I do the repair, I do the fighting, and Julius just sits on his ass and complains. So annoying.
The gold road success. With your fast reflexes, you manage to turn the wagon at the right times, each time narrowly avoiding the fallout of the explosions as you maneuver the wagon through the minefield unscathed.
Okay, so we made it through. And again, the rogue is always going to get you through that event for free, which is great. You don't take the extra damage. Therefore, there's less resources you need to spend on repair.
Exploration. Settings. Area status. Caravan wagon. Protect the caravan until you reach dry control. Mini-boss Mudfang Breaker affected by caravan wagon. Campsite A brief respite from Mudfang Saboteur affected by caravan wagon. Adepted quick. Elusive strikes.
Okay, so we have 3 new possibilities. So you can branch out and take either one. Either of these 3 choices. So we have another saboteur. There's several saboteurs you're going to have to fight. Then there is, I think,
Campsite
a
A brief
ballista,
mini boss
and then there's a
Mustang Breaker affected by
campsite
caravan wagon. A stout Mollican wielding an oversized hammer.
mini-boss. So it's a special little boss fight. It's one of those Final Fantasy boss fights where you fight them, they run away, you got to fight them again. It's pretty easy. It's not a big deal. But again, it's that D&D principle. You don't have to kill your players with one monster. You just have to wear them down until they're out of resources. And that's what this guy does. If you waste your special on him, if you take a lot of damage, he's done his job. Because he's going to run away anyway, and you can't kill the boss right here. So that's something to keep in mind. I think what we're going to do, let's get the
Area
boss
status.
out of the
Settings.
way.
Area status. Mudfang Saboteur effect. Player gold 35. Player show character sheet. Player health 83.
We got 83 health. I think we're fine on
Show
health.
character.
So
Player health
let's
83.
fight the
Show
boss.
deck. Use weapon power junk. Mudfang Saboteur affected. Campsite A brief respite from mini boss Mudfang Breaker affected. Mini boss Mudfang. You gain caravan wagon enchantment. Enemy gains improvised plating enchantment. Enemy gains Mudfang Fury enchantment. Enemy gain 2 armor stacks. Your turn. Crown of Unity. Neutral 2. Activate to conjure a surge. 5 durability equipment. Legendary. Brown. Tooltips. Unique. You can only play 1. Grappler. Upgrades plus block. Neutral 1. Grappler.
Grappler,
Upgrades. Ransack.
block,
Dex 1. Discard your
grappler.
hand. Gain dex and scavenge for each card discarded action.
We got
Uncommon. Green.
ransack.
Player enchantment. Caravan wagon 94. Crown of Unity. End turn.
So I've got Crown of Unity up. That's actually a good first card to start with because I'll have a steady stream of energy coming in. Yes, I'd love to ransack and just get a free set of energy and new cards. And of course I could start popping off some grapplers, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get
End turn. Crown of Unity.
Crown up.
Grappler. Upgrade. Grappler. Upgrades plus 1. Neutral 1. Deal. Block. Neutral 1. Gain. Grappler. Ransack. Deck. Player equipment. Crown of Unity 5 stacks activate to conjure a surge.
and now I can get a free
Ransack. Player
surge.
equipment. Crown of Unity 5 stacks activate to conjure a surge.
So once I get that surge up, it's a free surge, and I can choose which energy I want to make
Select
the
card.
crown
Surge of
produce.
dexterity. Surge of intellect. Surge of strength. Surge of strength. Surge of dexterity. Gain dex. Player equipment. Crown of Unity 4 stacks activate to conjure a surge.
All right. Now I'm going to have to consume
Grappler.
the
Block.
dexterity
Grappler.
surge.
Ransack. Dex. Surge of dexterity. Ransack. Dex 1. Discard your hand. Gain dex and scavenge for each card discarded action.
Now I'm
Grappler.
gonna
Player
activate
equipment. Player
Ransack.
enchantment. Grappler. Upgrades plus block. Neutral. Grappler. Upgrade. Ransack. Grappler. Neutral 1. Deal 3 damage. On hit. Scavenge 1 range basic attack. Common. Brown. Tool. Shrapnel. Player energy. Dex. 4.
So good. See that it's a good. The ransack is great.
Player
'cause I
energy.
get that
Show character.
extra
Player health
energy.
8. Show deck. End turn. Shrapnel. Neutral 1. 1 use. Create a bomb. Persist. Enter. Shrapnel. Neutral 1. 1 use. Create a bomb. Persistent. Untempered junk.
I got
Conjure. Bomb.
shrapnel. A bomb is good. This little mini boss, which is the boss in its mini boss form, you'll get to fight the real boss at the end. But bombs are good
Enter.
against
Lead
him
pipe.
because he has
Neutral
a lot
1.
of health.
1 use. Deal 5 damage. On hit. Inflict 1
Oh,
dazed.
good. Let's-
Persistent. Enemy takes 3
Lead
damage.
pipe.
50 left.
We'll
Enemy
hit him
gained
with
1
that.
dazed stacks.
So even if he blocks it, if even a little damage goes through, he's going to be stunned.
Enter. Rations. Neutral 3. 1 use. Shell box. Neutral 2. 1 use. Delve an ammo card. Bomb. Neutral 3.
shell
Deal 20.
box.
Player equipment. Rations. Player energy. Dex. 2.
I got 2 energy. I'm going to save that. I'm
Player
going to
energy.
save
Dex.
that.
Show character sheet. Player health 83. Show deck. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy gained 2 armor stacks. Enemy playing cards. Quick fix. Enemy gained 1 stun stacks. Your turn.
So quick fix is, I think,
Rations.
a heal for
Neutral
him.
3. Shell box. Neutral 2. 1 use. Bomb. Neutral 2. Deal 20. Potion sash. Neutral 1. Activate. Conjure a random potion. Surge
Oh,
of
good, we
dexterity.
got potion
Gain dex and
sash.
conjure a
Let's
base.
get-
Surge of dexterity.
let's
Gain
get
dex.
that
Grappler.
up.
Upgrades plus 1.
Let's
Neutral
get the
1.
surge of
Surge of
dex.
dexterity. Grappler. Upgrades plus 1. Bomb. Grappler. Upgrades plus 1. Neutral. Grappler. Neutral
That's
1.
Crown of
Grappler.
Unity.
Player equipment. Crown of Unity Force. Select card. Surge of Dexterity. Player equipment. Crown of Surge of
Get that
Dexterity.
dexterity
And
up.
Grappler. Neutral 1. Grappler.
And
Neutral.
use it.
Player equipment. Player equipment. Potion sash 3 stacks activate. Conjure a random potion.
Let's activate
Player
our
equipment.
potion
Crown of Potion of
sash.
Alacrity. Neutral 1. 1 use. Gain 3 haste. Draw. You gain 3 haste stats. Grappler.
Got 3
Neutral 1.
haste.
Deal 3 damage. Toxicity.
Also draws
Inflict
a
5 poison.
card.
Gain 1 potency action. Common. Green.
Ooh,
Tooltips.
let's-
Poison. Affliction.
let's
you
get
gain
our
1 potency
first use
stats.
of
Grappler.
toxicity
Neutral
up.
1. Deal 3 damage. On hit. Grappler. Player energy. Dex. 5.
Okay, we got 5 energy. We're looking really good. We're pretty much ahead on the power curve here. Tiny bit of power creep coming in here. We should be able to overpower this little mini boss. He isn't a huge problem. I mean, this is your first zone. There's nothing really too crazy going on. So what I think I want to do is take as little damage as possible. And at the same time, I want to feel out my deck and feel like, kind of get a feel for how slow the deck is going to be, because you need to get this figured out early. If you're going to be stalling, which is this deck is kind of like a defensive stall deck, you need to know what it takes to do DPS. At the same time, you need to embrace whatever your deck is. To me, I love stall decks.
Player
I'm
energy. Show
really
character
into
sheet.
that.
Player health 8. Show deck. End turn. Rations. Neutral 3. 1 use. Create 3 ingredients. Persistent.
I
Untempered junk.
could
Shell
check
box.
a ration.
Neutral 2.
I
1
think I
use.
will.
Delve an ammo card. Persistent. Untempered junk item.
I'm
Common.
really
End
can't
turn.
wait till I get Boots of Speed. I can't wait to get Boots of Speed, because that would have
Show deck.
lowered the
End
cost
turn.
of that
Shell
card
box.
by 1.
Neutral 2. 1 use. Delve an ammo card. End turn. Show deck. Player health 83. Show player energy. Dex 2.
I really want to hit him a little bit and get a
Show
few
character.
more
Player health. Show
specialized
deck.
jump
End turn.
cards
Shell
up.
box. Bomb. Neutral 2. Deal twin. Grappler. Upgrades +1. Neutral 1. Enemy takes 2 damage. 48 left. Grappler. Upgrades +1. Grappler. Neutral 1. Grappler. Neutral. Grappler. Neutral 1. Treat. Perform 1. Garnish. Your companion acts ingredient. Common. Red.
Ooh,
Tooltips.
I got a
Garnish.
treat.
You gain cooking
These
enchantment.
are for
Select
companion
card. Song of
decks.
Augur. After 2 perform. Song of Prime.
I
After 4
will.
perform. You gain 1 sated stats. You
I'm
gain
gonna go
Prime
Song of
enchantment.
Prime. Get a little extra
'Sharp leaves.
healing
1
with
use.
Song of
Inflict 2
Prime.
bleed. Enemy gain 2 bleeding stacks. You gain
Let's
1 sated
get
stacks.
Bleed
Player
on
equipment.
him.
Crown. Shell box. Neutral 1. 1 use. Delve an ammo card. Persistent. Untempered junk item. Common.
Ooh,
Brown.
Lexus
Select
is
card.
pretty
Dark steel ammo.
inexpensive. I'm
Hollow
gonna
tip ammo.
activate
Incendiary
that.
ammo. Hollow tip ammo. Neutral 1. Your next
I'll
3
take
ranged actions
that.
critical hit. And you gain hollow tip ammo enchantment.
Hollow tip.
Show deck. Cards currently in deck 0. End turn. Shell box. Neutral 2. Bomb. Neutral 2. Grappler. Upgrades +1. Grappler. Neutral 1. Deals. Grappler. Upgrades +1. I don't have enough energy to play this card. Grappler. Grappler.
I don't have
Neutral
enough
1.
energy.
Grappler. Neutral 1. Sharp leaves. 1 use. Enemy gains deep wound enchantment. 1.
Another
Ellipsis.
sharp leaf.
You gained 1 sated
Ooh,
stacks.
deep wounds. That's really good. You have like a 5% chance to get a deep wound, but when you get it, it's really great, because now it's going to be inflicted with a
Player
bleed
blessing.
every
Potency 1
beginning
stacks
of its
afflictions. You
turn.
inflict deal extra damage equal to your potency. Direct touch area.
Oh,
Use the
and
rotor
my
to enable direct touch for the
potency,
zap.
because of potency makes everything happen one more time. It's kind of
Player
hard to
equipment.
explain.
Crown of
Just
Unity
read
3
your
stacks
cards.
activate to conjure a surge. Player equipment. Potion sash 2 stacks activate. Conjure a random potion. Shell box. Neutral 2.
Okay,
Enter.
we
Show
use
deck.
it.
Show deck. Show deck. Player health 80. Show character. Player energy. Show
Okay, we're
character
out of
sheet.
energy,
Player
so
health
let's go
83.
enter
Show deck.
turn.
End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy gain 3 armor stacks. Enemy gain 1 bleeding stacks. Enemy playing cards. Belly rush. Enemy takes 2 damage. 46 left. You take 6 damage. Your turn.
Yeah, about 6 damage is what everything does in this
End
game.
turn.
In this
End turn.
first
Shell
zone.
box. Bomb. Player energy. Dex. 2. Show character sheet.
Okay, we
Player
have
health
2
set. Show deck.
energy.
End turn. Shell box. Neutral 2. Bomb. Neutral 1. Deal start. Ransack. Discard your hand. Gain dex and scavenge for each card discarded action. Uncommon.
Oh, we got a
Green.
ransack.
Grappler. Upgrades
That's
+1.
cool.
Neutral 1. Grappler. Upgrades plus. Surge of dexterity. Gain dex and conjure a toxicity. Dex 1. Inflict.
Let's
Grappler. Neutral 1.
surge.
Deal star 6 toxicity.
Well, we got
Dex.
another
Enemy gain 5 poison
toxicity.
stacks. You gain
Let's
1
activate
potency
that.
stacks.
Those poisons are really good against
Player
mulligans. That's
blessing.
going to be
Potency
very
2
effective
stacks of
against
player
them.
equipment. Crown of Unity 3 stacks activate to conjure a select card. Surge of dexterity. Gain
let's
player
Crown of
equipment.
Unity.
Crown of Unity 2 stacks player equipment. Potion sash 2 stacks activate. Conjure a random potion.
Okay, so we activated Crown of Unity. We're going to consume the dexterity, and we got a potion sash, which is going to result in a random
Player
potion.
equipment.
Hopefully,
Crown
a
of player
heal
blessing.
potion.
Love potion. 1 use. Inflict 5 charmed. Add a glimmer to the foe's deck and draw a card item. Uncommon.
Gotta love
Add a glimmer to
potions,
enemy deck. Surge of
useless.
dexterity. Gain dex and conjure. Grappler. Upgrades +1. Neutral 1. Deal star 8 star damage. On hit. Scavenge 1 range. Grappler. Neutral 1. Deal star 6 star damage. On hit. Player energy. Dex 3.
We got 3 energy, so we actually
Show
can
character
play
sheet.
around a
Player
little
health.
bit
Show
here.
deck. End turn. Shell box. Neutral 2. 1 use. Delve an ammo card. Bomb. Neutral 1. Deal start. Ransack. Discard your hand. Gain dex and scavenge for each card. Discard. Grappler. Upgrades +1. Neutral 1. Enemy takes 5 damage. 41
Let's
left.
hit him with
Enemy
this.
takes 7 damage. 34 left. Grappler.
Let's hit him a little
Neutral
bit
1.
with these
Grappler.
grapplers.
Upgrade. Grappler. Neutral. Player blessing. Potency 2 stack. Grappler. Neutral 1. Deal star 6. Enemy takes 6 damage. 28 left. Enemy takes 6 damage. 22 left.
Ooh, that
Grappler.
was a nice
Neutral 1.
hit.
Grappler. Up. Shell box. Neutral 2. 1 use. Delve an ammo card. Player blessing.
We got
Potency.
another
Shell
shell
box.
box.
Grappler. Player energy. Dex. 1.
We got 1 energy left. Let's ran. Let's go ahead
Player
and
energy.
ram.
Show character sheet. Player health
where?
70s. Show deck. End turn. Shell box. Bomb. Neutral. Ransack. Discard your hand. Gain dex and scavenge for each card discarded action.
Oh, actually,
Bomb.
but I don't
Neutral
wanna throw
1.
away
Deal
that
star 40 star
bomb.
damage. Ready after 1 turns or 1 uses of charge cards. Interrupt. Persistent ranged action. Uncommon.
It's gonna
Ground.
do
Tooltips.
40
1
damage
use. This card will be permanently removed
because
from
of
your
my
deck after playing
hollow
it.
point
Persistent.
shell.
Cards with persistent don't get discarded
No,
at the end
I'm
of the
not
turn and
gonna-
cannot be buried. Interrupt.
I'm not gonna
Remove
reshuffle
ransack.
that bomb. It's
Grappler.
too close.
Upgrade +1. Neutral. Enemy takes 8 damage. 14 left.
Scrap.
Enemy takes 5 damage. 9 left.
He's about to die anyway, but I don't want to ever throw away a bomb that's on its final turn, getting
Grappler.
ready to
Upgrades
to
+1.
pop
Player
off.
energy. Show character. Player health. Show deck. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy gained 3 armor stacks. Enemy gained 1 bleeding stacks. Enemy playing cards. Belly rush. Enemy takes 3 damage. 6 left. You take 6 damage. Your turn.
Yeah, we've taken a lot of damage from this boss. He's done at least 30 damage.
Shell box.
That's fine.
Neutral 2.
He's dead.
1 use. Bomb. Deal 20 damage. Shell box. Neutral 2. 1. Grappler. Upgrades plus. Block. Neutral 1. Surge of dexterity. Gain dex and conjure a basic attack action. Grappler. Upgrades +1.
I'm just
Neutral
looking
1.
for
Deal star
any
4 star damage.
last
Grappler.
minute
Upgrade. Grappler.
boons.
Player blessing. Potency 2 stacks of player equipment. Crown of Unity 2 stacks activate to select card. Surge of dexterity. Player equipment. Crown of Unity 1. Player equipment. Potion sash 1 stacks. Player enchantment. Caravan wagon 88. Player equipment. Player blessing. Troll blood potion. 1 use. Gain 3 regenerate item. Common.
Oh, we
Brown.
got a troll
Tooltips.
blood,
1 use. This card will be
unfortunately.
permanently removed from your deck after
We
play.
don't get the
Enter. Surge
benefit of
dexterity.
this.
Gain dex and conjure a basic attack. Player
sucks.
energy. Dex. 3. Show character. Player health. Show deck. End turn. Shell box. Neutral
This
2.
is gonna die
Bomb.
right here.
Deal 20. Enemy takes 17 damage. -11 left. Enemy takes 5 damage. -11 left. Victory. Next.
Yeah, unfortunately, Troll Blood is a great potion, but you only really get to use it. You really only benefit from it if you have a few turns to let its heal over time, or what we sometimes refer to in RPGs as a hot, or in MMOs we refer to as a heal over time. So that's what the Troll Blood potion does. If you can make it, if you have a permanent one, I sometimes prefer battles where I have a few of those in my deck. Again, it's another stall card. It's really slow, but it can be very effective. We won that battle.
Next.
Let's check our
Area
health.
status. Caravan whack settings. Area next. Player gold 35. Show deck. Player health 71.
We're not bad. We're down about 20, 25 HP. Not bad. Let's see what the rewards
Show
are.
deck.
Hopefully we
Player
get some
gold
really
35.
good
Next.
rewards.
You gain 5 gold. Select a card to add to your deck. Skippable. Lead. Area status. Pickpocket. Dex 1. Deal 1 damage. Ambush and unhit. Delve a potion and gain 3 gold. Charges. 1/1 melee action. Common. Green. Tooltips. Charges. Cards with charges can be played X number of times per combat before they become depleted and are removed from combat. Ambush. Ambush triggers whenever it is the first card played of the round. Delve. Select 1 of 3 randomly selected cards. On hit. Requires the attack to have hit the target and dealt damage.
So Pickpocket is a good card. Now I remember when I first played Dawncaster a few years ago, I loved Pickpocket, and it was a little rarer a card to come across. However, it has some weaknesses. Number 1, it's ambush. The ambush mechanic means you need to use the card first. So that's both kind of a problematic thing, and there's another problem. It doesn't hit for very much damage, and it needs to do damage for its pickpocket effect to go off. Those are 2 huge issues in the current Dawncaster metagame, because currently most creatures in this game have some defenses already up when you first start fighting them. So Pickpocket used to be an outstanding card, and I would say now it's just a little bit on the meh side. Now you can increase Pickpocket's damage by upgrading it, but really it's not the first card on my list that I'd like to upgrade.
Shadow Sanctuary. Dex 1. Gain 1 evasion. Gain to regenerate. Sinister action. Uncommon. Green. Tooltips. Sinister. Sinister cards get more. Pickpop. Shadow Sanctuary. Dex 1. Gain 1 evasion. Gain to regenerate.
Shadow
Sinister
Sanctuary,
action. Uncommon.
good card.
Green. Tooltips. Sinister. Sinister cards get more powerful for each other sinister card you played during the entire combat. Evasion. Blessing. When dealt melee damage, reduce the first damage taken to 0. Then decrease evasion by 1. Evasion fades at the start of the turn. Regenerate. Blessing. At the start of the turn. Gain 1 health per stack and decrease regenerate by 1.
Shadow Sanctuary is a great card. It's inexpensive, it's easy to use. You just get a bunch of slow regeneration, and if you play it right, it can be quite effective, keeping you topped off with HP. I like Shadow Sanctuary. It works really good in Sinister decks, but then again, Sinister decks are not that good anyway. They're getting better little by little, but the amount of new cards that kind of help with Sinister decks is it's mediocre at best. Again, I've tried to run a Sinister deck. They're just so hard to be effective. It's a long, okay, you gotta really be into the long game to get a Sinister deck to work correctly, to give you that payout. I just don't think it's worth it. I don't think you get anything from a Sinister deck that's gonna blow your socks off. I don't think so. So we have a choice at, again, like I said, Pickpocket, it's nice. And then we have Shadow Sanctuary, it's better. And now let's find out what our third possible
scheme.
Let's find out
Dex
what our
1.
third
Draw 2
reward
cards.
is.
Reduce their cost by dex. Charges. 2/2. Sinister action. Common. Green. Tooltips. Sinister. Sinister cards get more powerful for each other Sinister card you play during the entire combat. Charges. Cards with charges can be played X number of times per combat before they become depleted and are removed from combat.
Okay, so this card is a little tricky. So I get it wrong all the time. So I'm just going to offer that caveat in the beginning here. So Scheme says draw 2 cards. Now, there's no cost to this card, but what cards are drawn have their cost reduced by dex. So I haven't used this card in a minute. I would assume the cards it draws the cards that are drawn have their cost reduced by the amount of dex that you have. But it could be that it means the cards you draw are just reduced by just 1 dex. So that means if the card is a 2 dex card, it goes to a 1 dex card. The more favorable viewpoint of this card would be the card's cost is reduced by your total dex. But I've learned in Dawncaster, you need to listen to specifically what the card states and don't guess. That's my best bet. Again, read the codex, go to the Discord community, yada, yada, yada. Out of these 3 cards, Pickpocket gives me the best defensive. Shadow Sanctuary gives me the best passive, heal over time. And the last card, it's more of a drawing card, like getting more cards in your hand. Actually, it could be good if you get a lot of free grapplers. I'm really tempted to go for Scheme because it has 0 cost, and this is a 0 cost deck. I'm gonna play with Scheme and see how it works, okay? But I don't know. I really don't think it's gonna really help me that much. I still think Pickpocket is good. The problem with Pickpocket is most of my opponents have defense up already. Shadow Sanctuary is excellent.
Dex 1. Gain 1 evasion. Gain 2 regenerate. Sinister action. Uncommon. Green. Tooltips. Sinister. Sinister cards get more powerful for each other Sinister card you play during the entire combat. Evasion. Blessing. When dealt melee damage, reduce the first damage taken to 0. Then decrease evasion by 1. Evasion fades at the start of the turn. Regenerate. Blessing. At the start of the turn. Gain 1 health per stack and decrease regenerate by 1.
Shadow Sanctuary is so helpful. It's got evasion. It's got regeneration. I'm going to take
Scheme.
Shadow
Add Pickpocket to deck. Scrap card. Add Shadow Sanctuary to deck. Sinner. Dex 1. Gain 2 gold. Exploration. Setting. Area status. Caravan wagon. Protect the caravan until you reach Drycandle to earn a reward. Current health. 88/100.
Okay, there's another little thing you might have noticed when I'm looking at card rewards. I have a chance to scrap the card. Basically, when I scrap a card, it goes into my scrap pile, and then it comes out when I hit an enemy with my grappler. Don't ask me to explain how that dynamic works. I'm doing the best I can. All right, let's go ahead and see what our next
Area
opportunities
Mudfang
are.
Saboteur affected by caravan wagon. Mudfang Ballista affected by caravan. Campsite A brief respite from the perils of adventure.
So we got a campsite, we got a ballista, we got a saboteur. I hate saboteurs because they hurt your wagon really badly. So I'm going to save them for last because they're super annoying. So let's take on the ballista.
Mudfang Ballista
It's
affected
not
by
too
caravan wagon A
powerful.
scrappy weapon. Mudfang Ballista effect. You gain caravan wagon enchantment. Enemy gains improvised plating enchantment.
Ballista.
Enemy gain 2 armor stacks. Your turn. Search of dexterity. Gain dex and conjure a basic attack action. Common. Green.
Call it what
Tooltips.
you want.
Conjure. Player energy. Dex. 2. Show character. Player health. Show deck. End turn. Search of dexterity. Gain dex and conjure a basic attack action. Toxicity.
Search of
Toxicity.
dexterity.
Grappler. Upgrades. Block. Neutral. Shadow Sanctuary. Dex 1. Gain 1 evasion. Gain 2 regenerate. Sinister action. Uncommon. Green. Tooltips. Sinister. You gain 1
Actually,
evasion
like to
stats.
get
You gain player
Shadow
enchantment.
Sanctuary
Grappler.
up.
Neutral. Block. Neutral. Grappler. Upgrades plus toxicity. Dex 1. Inflict 5 poison. Enemy gain 5 poison
Let's get
stacks. You gain 1 potency
toxicity
stacks.
up.
End turn. Show deck. Player health set. Show player energy. Dex 1.
Okay, we got 1 energy left. Let's go ahead and just
Show
hit him
character
with
sheet.
1
Player health set.
grappler.
Show deck. End turn. Grappler. Up. Enemy takes 2 damage. 35 left. Block. Neutral 1. End turn. Block. Neutral. Grappler. Rations. Neutral 3. 1 use. Create 3 ingredients. Persistent.
So we were
Untempered
able
junk
to
item.
draw
Player
a
energy.
rations.
Show player health. Show deck. End turn.
I
Enemy
actually
turn.
like
Enemy gain 2
rations,
armor
one of my
stacks.
favorite
Enemy playing cards. Acquire target.
junk
Enemy
cards.
takes 2 damage. 33 left. Enemy gains acquire target enchantment. Your turn. You heal 2 health.
All right, so it's the ballista's basically gonna think of it as a war machine on the field of battle, and it's just trying to home in on you and hit you with a giant arrow to the chest, skewer you to the ground, and basically
Enter.
make your life
Rations.
miserable.
Neutral 3. 1. Ransack. Dex 1. Discard your hand. Gain Dex and scavenge for each card. Discard. Crown of Unity.
be a good time
Neutral
to
2.
ransack.
Activate to conjure a surge. 5 durability
Oh,
equipment.
no, we got a
Legendary.
Crown of Unity, though. Let's
Ransack.
get that
Crown
up.
of Unity. Surge of Dexterity. Gain Dex and conjure a basic attack action.
You wanna
Common.
always have your
Grappler.
Crown of Unity
Upgrade. Grappler. Player equipment. Crown of Unity 5 stacks active. Select card. Surge of Dexterity.
Let's activate
Player
the
equipment. Crown of Unity 4. Surge of Dexterity. Enter. Grappler. Upgrades +1. Neutral 1. Deal star 4 star. Player energy. Dex 1.
I got 1
Show
energy,
characters.
so we're
Player
gonna
health
go ahead
70.
and
Show deck.
ransack.
End turn. Rations. Neutral. Ransack. Surge of Dexterity. Gain Dex and con. Setting. Enemy name like Ballista. Enemy health. Enemy enchantment. Area status. Player strange vial. Player energy. Dex 5.
Okay, we're up to 5
Show
energy,
character
which is
sheet.
a very
Player
good
health.
place
Show
to
deck.
be.
End turn. Strange vial. Neutral 1. 1 use. Conjure a random potion. Shrapnel.
Strange
Neutral
vial.
1. 1.
Let's
Enter. Shrapnel. Neutral
that
1.
up.
1 use. Create a bomb. Persistent. Untempered junk item. Conjured. Bomb.
Let's create a bomb. That's good for the ballista's got a fair amount of HP.
End turn.
It's a
Shrapnel.
chunky little
Neutral
girl.
1. 1 use. Create a bomb. Conjured. Bomb.
Oh, okay.
Bubbly brew.
2
1
bombs
use.
now.
Deal
We're
5
looking
damage.
good.
Inflict 5. Enemy takes 3 damage.
That's
30 left.
poison?
Enemy gain 5 poison stacks.
And the good thing is, any potency we have is going to make that
Shell box.
poison
Bomb.
do even
Neutral
more
3.
damage.
Deal 20. Shell box. Neutral 2. 1 use. Delvin ammo card. Persistent. Untempered junk
We
item.
have a
bomb.
shell
Neutral.
box.
Bomb. Neutral 3. Player equipment. Crown of Unity. Shell box. Player energy. Dex 2.
I feel like let's
Show
just
character sheet.
get a shell
Player health
box
set.
up.
Show deck. End turn. Shell box. Select card. Dark steel ammo. Incendiary ammo. Flat tipped ammo. Neutral 1. Incendiary ammo. Neutral
Let's
1.
get
You gain
that
incendiary ammo enchantment.
incendiary ammo up. All right, we're looking pretty good. I like our hand so far. We're doing good. If we can get the
Player
potion
energy.
sash up, we can top
Show
off our
character.
health.
Player health. Show deck. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy gain 2 armor stacks. Enemy playing cards. Heavy bolt. Enemy takes 2 damage. 28 left. You take 6 damage. Acquire target. Enemy takes 2 damage. 26 left. Enemy gains acquire target enchantment. Your turn. You heal 1 health.
Okay, we took 6 damage. It's taking
Enter.
about 6 damage too
Bomb.
from our
Bomb.
effects.
Neutral. Player energy. Dex 2. Show player health. Show deck. End turn. Bomb. Neutral 2. Deal bomb. Potion sash. Neutral 1. Activate. Grappler. Upgrades plus
Oh, we
1.
got a potion
Neutral 1.
sash.
Bomb.
Lovely.
Grappler. Upgrades plus 1. Neutral. Surge of dexterity. Gain toxicity. Dex 1. Inflict 5 poison. Grappler. Toxicity.
Surge.
Dex. Enemy gain 5 poison stacks.
Let's
You get
activate
grappler. Neutral.
toxicity.
Play equipment. Crown of Unity 4 stacks activate to player equipment. Potion sash 3 stacks activate. Conjure a random potion.
I hope I didn't lose my recording here. I felt like I heard
Player equipment.
some
Player
call
equipment.
try to
Potion
come
sash 3
in.
stacks. Player enchantment. Caravan wagon 80. Player equipment. Potion sash 3 stacks activate. Conjure a random potion. Player equipment. Crown of Unity 4 stacks activate. Select card. Surge of dexterity. Player equipment. Crown of Unity 3. Player equipment. Potion sash 2 stacks active. Player enchantment. Caravan wagon 82 stacks protect the caravan until you reach Drycandle to earn a reward. Current health 82/100.
Our caravan is at 82.
Player equipment. Player
That's
equipment.
really
Crown of
good.
Unity. Surge of dexterity. Gained. Enter. Bubbly brew. Grappler. Bubbly brew. Enemy takes 3 damage. 23 left. Enemy
do
gain
another
5 poison
bubbly.
stacks.
Yeah, those poisons are really. You know, I do believe this deck is going to have poison in it. It's been.
Player
It's
equipment.
been
Crown of
very
Unity 3.
effective so
Grappler.
far.
Neutral 1. Grappler. Neutral 1. Surge of dexterity. Grappler. Neutral 1. Grappler. Upgrades. Bomb. Neutral 2. Deal 20 damage. Grappler. Up. Enemy takes 4 damage. 19 left. Enemy gain 5 burning stacks. Player energy. Dex 2.
Lovely. We got 2
Show
energy
characters.
left, so
Player
let's
health.
just
Show
grapple
deck.
it
End
out.
turn. Bomb. Grappler. Neutral. Enemy takes 3 damage. 16 left. Enemy gain 5 burning stacks. Grappler. Neutral 1. Enemy takes 3 damage. 13 left. Enemy gain 5 burning stacks.
Yeah, the incendiary
Lead pipe.
ammo was just
Neutral 1.
OP.
1 use. Player equipment. Crown of Unity 3 stacks activate to conjure a surge.
Of course, I could have
Bomb.
staged
Player energy.
it.
Show player health. Show deck. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy gain
bombs
2
are
armor
coming up,
stacks.
though.
Enemy playing cards.
Over
Enemy takes
force.
17 damage minus 4 left. Victory. Next.
Yeah, the incendiary ammo is so broken. It's so powerful. Just for a cheesy little cheap effect, it does so much damage to enemies that are vulnerable to fire. Yeah, that's
Area
just
status.
so
Show character
effective.
sheet. Show character sheet. Player health 68.
Our health is down to 68. It's not I'd start to get a little worried when our
Show
health is
deck.
down
Player gold
to
40.
60.
Next. You gain 4 gold. Select a card
See
to add
what
to your deck.
rewards we get.
Skippable. Add shift to deck.
Shiv is really good. It's a free attack, and it gives you dexterity when it hits. The only problem
Lay of
is
the
it
land.
doesn't do much
Dex 1.
damage.
Dealt a card from this encounter's combat rewards and add it to your scrap deck. Charges. 1/1 action. Common. Green. Tooltips. Charges. Cards with charges can be played X number of times per combat before they become depleted and are removed from combat. Dealt. Select 1 of 3 randomly selected cards.
So, okay, Lay of the Land is a very interesting card. So it says you get to take the rewards from the particular fight you're in and add it to your scrap pile. That could be good, that could be bad, especially if it's not a card you really need. And it doesn't really affect the battle. It's something for after the battle. So I guess you could say it affects future battles. I'm undecided about Lay of the Land. Let me know in the comments what you think about
Add
Lay of
shift
the
to
Land.
deck.
You've heard the definition,
Lay of the land. Add shift to
the
deck.
description.
Scrap card. Add phantom volley to deck.
Phantom Volley is an old school card.
Scrap
I
card.
didn't
Add
let
shift
you
to
hear
Lay of the
that.
land.
Let me let you hear that.
Phantom volley. Dex 1. Conjure a copy of every arrow you played this round action. Rare. Green.
So that's a card if you're running an arrow deck. I don't do any arrow builds too often. I had a really good one time with a rogue. I was running a rogue with an arrow deck and it was pretty nasty. I mean, I didn't win with it because the rogue is still kind of squishy. But it was a nice little deck. It was fun. It was really fun to play. I think I had Zen Mastery in it. I had a couple of arrow summons. I had that bow that increases range damage. I had
Lay of
a
the land.
bunch of
Dex
crazy
1.
stuff.
Add shift to deck. Scrap card. Add phantom volley to deck. Scrap card. Add Lay of the land to deck.
I'm gonna put Shiv in my deck. Again, it fits
Scrap
in our
card. Add
theme
phantom volley
of
to
zero
scrap
cost
card. Add shift to
cards.
deck. Area status. Caravan wagon protect. Exploration. Campsite a brief respite from the perils of adventure.
I'm not sure what cards I'm going to put in our scrap pile. Again, I need to learn how to use the scrap pile because my inexperience and fear of the scrap pile is really affecting my effectiveness as a scrappy rogue. I need to learn how to use my scrap pile effectively. It's something I'm just so reticent about trying new things. I need to really learn how to use the scrap pile effectively.
Mudfang Saboteur
yeah,
affected
no
by Caravan
spoilers.
Wagon Adept at Quick. Elusive Strikes. Mudfang
Okay.
Saboteur affected by Caravan Wagon Adept at Quick.
Saboteur.
Area status. Caravan
Two
Wagon
saboteurs.
Mudfang Campsite a brief respite from the perils of adventure.
And a campsite. We don't need the campsite. I know I need to get rid of those blocks, but I might just let the blocks get converted from evolutionary shrines, so evolution shrines. So I'm gonna have to deal with my first saboteur. I don't know how long I've been recording. I'm not really sure. Alexa, what time is it? I've been recording for about an hour and 45 minutes or so. Let's fight these. Let's
Mudfang
fight
Saboteur
these
affected by Caravan Wagon.
saboteurs.
Mudfang Saboteur affected by Caravan Wagon Adept. Mudfang Saboteur. You gain Caravan Wagon enchantment. Enemy gains first strike enchantment. Player. Enemy turn. Player enchantment. Enemy playing cards. Toss dirt. Enemy gained 1 evasion stacks. Toss dirt. Enemy gained 1 evasion stacks. Player enchantment. Caravan. Your turn. Shift. Deal 2 damage. On hit. Inflict 2 bleeding and gain dex. Sinister melee action. Common. Green. 2. End turn.
So it throws up a lot of dirt, and those throw dirt basically gives it a point of evasion. So these guys are really murder on melee units, but we're range, and its evasion doesn't affect us. We can shoot right through evasion. So, you know, it's like a guy in front of you dodging all around, and we have a gun. That doesn't really matter, right? Bang. You know, you can dodge all you want. So, yeah, we're not worried about evasion. Evasion's not a mechanic that's going to bother
Shift.
us.
Deal 2
too
damage.
much.
On hit. Inflict 2 bleeding and gain dex. Surge of dexterity. Gain dex. Toxicity. Surge of Dexterity. Crown of Unity. Neutral 2. Activate to conjure a surge. 5 durability equipment.
Okay, we got
Legendary.
Crown of
Brown.
Unity
Tooltips.
up again,
Unique.
so we'll take
Surge of
that up
Dexterity.
first.
Gain Dex and conjure a basic attack action. Toxicity. Surge of Dexterity.
And
Toxicity. Dex 1.
Surge of
Grappler.
Dexterity.
Neutral 1. Player equipment. Crown of Unity 5 stacks. Select card. Surge of Dexterity.
Let's
Gain Dex.
activate our
Player
Crown of
equipment. Crown of
Unity.
Unity 4 stacks. Activate to Surge of Dexterity.
Surge of
Enter.
Dexterity.
Grappler. Neutral 1. Deal 3
Surge of
damage. On hit.
Dexterity.
Scavenge 1. Player energy. Dex 2.
So we're doing good. So basically, I got my Crown of Unity up. I activated the Crown of Unity. Got a free Dexterity Surge. Consumed the Dexterity Surge. Now we can kind of like start whittling this guy down. The bad thing about this guy is he loves to put snares in your deck that just blast your wagon to hell.
Player
He's a
energy.
total
Show character. Player
jerk.
health. Show deck. End turn. Shift. Deal 2 damage. Enemy has evaded this attack. Surge of Dexterity.
him.
Gain Dex and conjure a basic attack action. Common. Green.
that's a
Tooltips.
physical-
Conjure. Creates a
See,
temporary card that is removed after end
Shiv
turn.
must be a melee attack. Shiv must be melee because if it was range, it would hit automatically.
Show deck.
But I'm going
End
to use
turn.
it anyway.
Surge of Dexterity. Gain Dex. Toxicity. Dex. End turn. Toxicity.
Surge.
Enemy gain 5 poison stacks. You gain
Let's
1
get
potency stacks.
toxicity up.
End turn.
Poison
Grappler. Neutral
is
1.
good.
Deal 3 damage. Enemy takes 3 damage.
Let's get
25 left.
Grappler up.
Grappler. Neutral 1. Deal 3 damage. End turn. Grappler. Enemy takes 3 damage. 22 left. Grappler. Neutral 1. Deal 3.
Gotta
End turn.
kill him as
Grappler.
fast as
Neutral.
possible.
I don't have enough energy to heavy crate. Neutral 4. 1. Heavy crate. Neutral 4. 1 use. Draw 4 cards. Player equipment.
Oh, we got
Crown
2
of Unity.
heavy
crate.
crates.
Heavy. Grappler. End turn.
Now he's going to start throwing all kinds of
Show deck.
bombs
End turn.
into my deck.
Enemy turn. Enemy playing card. Undermine. Enemy takes 2 damage. 20 left. Spectaminated to your deck. Spectaminated to your deck. Sabotage strike. Enemy takes 2 damage. 18 left. You take 2 damage. Spectaminated to your deck. Your turn. You gain Spicamine enchantment. You gain Spicamine enchantment.
I've got like 4 bombs in my deck, and that's going to hurt me so bad. And that's the thing about this guy. That's what makes him so effective. Like he's
Show
just
deck.
a little
Card. End turn.
terrorist.
Heavy crate. Neutral 4. 1 heavy crate. Neutral 4. 1 use. Draw. Potion sash. Neutral 1. Activate. Grappler. Upgrades plus
That's
1.
potion
Neutral 1.
sash.
Deal star 4 star. Shadow Sanctuary. Dex 1. You gained 1 evasion stacks. You gain 2 regenerate
Shadow
stacks.
Sanctuary, get our healing up. So regeneration is going to really help us here. We want to get as much health back from those bombs, but there's no way you can stay ahead. He will just keep putting bombs out there. He puts mines out there. He puts bombs into your
Grappler.
deck. He's
Upgrades
just
plus 1.
annoying.
Player equipment. Crown of Unity 4 stacks activate. Select card. Surge of Dexterity. Player equipment. Crown of Unity 3 stack. Surge of Dexterity. Enter. Grappler. Upgrades plus block. Neutral 1. Grappler. Upgrades plus 1. Enemy takes 4 damage. 14 left. You take 5 damage. You take 5 damage.
I took 10 damage. I hit him. He hit
Block.
me for 10
Neutral.
damage. See,
Grappler.
that's what I mean.
Upgrades plus 1. I don't have enough energy to play this. Heavy crate. Neutral 4. Grappler. Block. Grappler. Rations. Player equipment. Crown of Unity 3 stacks activate to player equipment. Potion sash 3 stacks activate. Conjure a random potion. Player equipment. Crown. Love potion. 1 use. And added glimmer to enemy deck. Rations.
No,
Neutral
stupid
3.
love
Ransack.
potion.
Dex 1. Discard your hand. Gain dex and scavenge for each card discarded action. I don't
yeah,
have enough energy to play this
ransack.
card.
Let's do that.
Player energy.
Oh, I can't.
Show
I'm out of
character. Player
energy.
health. Show deck. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Sabotage strike. Enemy takes 2 damage. 12 left. You block the damage. Toss dirt. Enemy takes 2 damage. 10 left. Enemy gains 1 evasion stacks. Your turn. You heal 2 health.
Yeah, the problem is you really never get ahead on, even if you stall,
Show
you
deck.
never really
End
get
turn.
ahead
Heavy
of this
crate.
guy.
Neutral 4. Heavy crate. Rations. Neutral 3. 1 block. Neutral 1. Shadow Sanctuary. Dex 1. Toxicity. Dex 1. Shadow Sanctuary. Dex 1. Gain 1 evade. You gained 1 evasion stacks. You gain 2 Surge of Dexterity.
Sanctuary.
Gain Grappler. Upgrades plus 1. Neutral 1. Deal star. Toxicity.
Surge
Dex
of
1. Inflict.
Dexterity.
Enemy gain 5 poison stacks. You gain 1 block.
Toxicity.
Neutral. Grappler. Grappler. New player equipment. Crown of Unity 3 stacks activate. Select card. Surge of Dexterity.
Let's
Player
Crown of
equipment.
Unity.
Crown of Unity 2. Player equipment. Potion sash 2. Player enchantment. Player equipment. Potion sash 2 stacks active.
sash.
Player equipment. Potion of trickery. You gained 1 evasion stacks. Surge of Dexterity. Gain dex and conjure a basic attack action. Common. Player equipment.
Snare.
Crown of Unity 2. Surge of Dexterity. Enter. Grappler. Neutral 1. Grappler. Upgrades plus. Player energy. Dex 2.
I did okay. Really nothing really fantastic drop, but again, my deck is built around my equips, so as long as those are still producing some defense and some healing,
Player energy.
I'm okay
Dex.
with it.
Show character sheet. Player energy. Show player health 58.
Our health is really not good. Again, we're
Show deck.
just a
End
net
turn.
loss
Heavy
of
crate.
health.
Heavy crate. Rations. Neutral 3. 1 use. Create 3 ingredients. Persistent. Player
I
energy.
feel like I want
Dex
to take
2.
that rations.
Show
But
character. Player
that
health. Show
ration's
deck. End turn.
expensive.
Heavy crate. Heavy crate. Rations. Block. Neutral 1. Grappler. Upgrades +1. Neutral 1. Deals. Enemy takes 4 damage.
Let's
6 left.
grapple him.
Grappler. Neutral 1. Deal 3 damage. On hit. Grappler.
He's almost
Neutral
dead.
1. Rations. Player
I think we're
equipment.
good.
Crown. Ration. Grappler. Neutral 1. Deal. Enemy takes 3 damage. 3
I think
left.
we got him.
Rations. Neutral 3. 1 use. Create 3 ingredients. Rations.
got 3 health.
Neutral
He
3.
should be
Player
dead right
equipment.
there.
Crown of Unity. Rations. Rations. Neutral 3. Grappler. Neutral 1. I don't have enough energy to block. Neutral 1. Gain 3 armor action. Common. Brown.
Yeah, we
Tooltips.
did.
Armor. Rations.
Oh, so close
Heavy
to
crate.
killing it.
Heavy crate. End turn. Enemy turn.
We were so
Enemy playing
close.
card. Enemy takes 3 damage. 0 left. Victory. Next. Next.
Oh, good. Thank you. Jeez. I hate that guy. And I gotta fight him like 3 or 4
Player
more
gold
times.
44.
Let's
Next.
see what our
You
rewards
gain
are
2
for
gold.
this fight.
Select a card to add to your deck. Skippable. Add coin flip to deck.
Okay, so the first one is coin flip.
Jump
We won't
die.
be using
Dex 1.
that
Delve a jump
card.
card. Reduce its cost by your remaining energy action. Common. Green. Tooltips. Delve. Select 1 of 3 randomly selected cards.
Jump dive, I don't know. I've used it a few times. I've been playing this scrappy little rogue for a minute. I did not find junk dive that good. Supposedly it's going to be another card that I can get to 0, but last time I used it,
Add coin flip
I
to
wasn't
deck.
that impressed.
Scrap card. Add coin. Jump dive. Dex. Acquisition. Neutral 1. Pay 0 gold. Delve a holy card and add it to your deck action. Common. Green. Tooltips. Delve. Select 1 of 3 randomly selected cards.
We're not into acquisition. That's a totally different deck. Holy rogues, I'm not into them. So, I don't know. Maybe we should experiment with that delve card. It could give us a little bit more agency in our junk pulls. I don't like any of the rewards in this particular thing. They're all terrible. Let's go for the junk dive card and
Junk
see
dive.
if we can
Dex
make
1.
something
Delve.
with
Add
it.
coin flip. Scrap card. Add acquisition to deck. Scrap card. Add junk dive to deck. Area status. Caravan wagon
What's that
protect.
junk dive
Exploration.
to deck?
Mudfang saboteur affected by caravan wagon adepted quick. Elusive strikes. Mudfang saboteur affected by campsite debris. Use weapon power. Campsite. Mudfang saboteur affected. Campsite debris respite from area status. Campsite debris. Mudfang saboteur. Campsite debris respite from the use weapon power junk. Campsite. Mudfang saboteur affected by caravan wagon. Campsite debris respite from area status. Caravan wagon protect the caravan until you reach dry kindle to earn a reward. Current
Okay,
health.
so we
72/100.
Two paths. We just got to deal with another saboteur. I feel like we've 9, 10, 10 to 11. I feel like we've gone good enough for now here. I think this is a good place to take a break. We've kind of fought every kind of enemy, so that gives you a good roundabout kind of understanding of what I'm dealing with here in Sunfall Meadows. Again, it's a beautiful zone, beautiful music, fun enemies to fight, very lore heavy, very fun. It's a very, very strong zone. Again, this came in, I think, two patches ago. It's extremely good, and it still holds up to this day, even with some of the fancier new zones that are kind of like put in with none. But I think we're gonna wrap it up for here today. I'm getting hungry. It's almost lunchtime. I'm going to go ahead and call this the end of part 2. And I will try to record part 3, but I often play on the weekend, and I'm not always recording. So I know you're into it. So maybe what I'll do is I'll try to come back with more Scrappy Rogue stuff, and I'll keep them numbered as best I can. Apologies if I don't continue this one because I played, but I appreciate having you along, and thank you for being part of this little adventure. I'm having a lot of fun. And again, anything that's bug related, I don't tell the developer what to do. They're efficient enough to figure out how to fix problems. They know what to do. So sometimes you may not see me report a bug because the developer already knows about it. So what's the point of me complaining about it? They can figure it out. If it's a bug that I think that's not being addressed, I might mention it. But just letting you know, I don't always mention every bug to the developer because often they know about it. Somebody's already reported. But if you see a bug I'm dealing with and you want to report it, be my guest. And of course, I just dropped my Discord link in the community section. Join me in my Discord, become part of the solution. Bring your voices and your instruments to my community on Discord. And of course, join Dawncaster's Discord. They're wonderful folks with a great developer, Rick van der Waal. Dawncaster is a great game. It's got a lot of DLC content. Buy them all. Pay to fun. It's the best thing to do in the world. And that's going to wrap it up for today's part 2 of the Scrappy Rogue. We'll come back for Scrappy Rogue part 3, possibly. But until then, enjoy the rest of your day, and please, of course, take care. Bye-bye.